This one's a classic.
This is Clinical Trial. I watched Manly play it and got about 20 minutes in before I decided I really want to experience this firsthand for myself, and I figured I'd go ahead and record it. This is quite unlike most of the content I tend to make. I'm trying something a little new, and this is a bit of a special case regardless. Content warnings up front. You can find them in the linked itch.io page for the game. Let's get started. Week 1, Wednesday. Oh, you can click. Okay, you can click to move. Or you can just walk like a normal person. Smile, you're on camera. The trash can is empty. Magazines, the most recent cover date I see is 2002. So does this take place, like, way in the past? Way in the past being the mid-2000s. Let's make a call. A landline, it's on. It's a sign-in sheet, but is anyone here? It's 4:45, this place is probably closing soon. Angel has a lot to say about everything in this. When you force her to observe and comment on everything, she has a lot to say. Jade by Ernest Kopf. You just know that? You just have encyclopedic knowledge of paintings? Looks like an escape door. Please ring bell for service. Let's go ahead and do it then. Took me a while, but I got there. Hello? Hello. Hi, I'm Angel. You're here for the clinical trial. Yep, yeah. The flyer is in your hand. True. May I see it? Oh, sure. Just for the information on the backside. Do you have ADHD? This is the litmus test. Please don't scribble on this paper, and we'll know whether you have ADHD or not. Read all of these words and resist the urge to do anything else. Okay, so highlights of this. Neurosenna, $1,000, age 18 to 55, suspected of or diagnosed with ADD or ADHD. 8 consecutive weeks at a research site, injectable medication, and have blood drawn. And she didn't fill out the actual form. That disclaimer is interesting. I wonder if that's actual text. Can't read it, it's too small. There is a backside. I just drew on it on the bus over here. That's quite all right. Why don't you take a minute to fill that out? If you could give me your insurance card as well. Oh, geez. Do I have it? Here. A real insurance card. This is beat up. Angel Martinez? Sorry. No problem. Is your last name Martinez with a Z? The end is cut off. Yeah, with a Z. All right, fill it out and we'll go from there. Do I get to do the filling out the form minigame? That sounds like the most fun I could have. All done? Yep, here. Now, I'm going to confirm your information and ask you some questions to verify your eligibility. Okay. Your name one more time? Angel Martinez. Date of birth? February 9th, 1987. Is the address you provided here correct? Yeah. And the emergency contact, Aiden? Yeah. What's your relation? Roommate? Are you currently taking any other medications? No. None? None. Do you drink? Not really. Do you smoke? No. What did he just write? What's your height? 5'1". What's your weight? Ugh, I don't know. 113 sound about right? That's so tiny. That works. Have you been diagnosed with ADHD? By the way, that's a good thing to say out loud. As a professional. God, you're so small. I was in the process, then I lost my insurance. Do you suspect you have ADHD? Oh, yeah. I mean, not so much the H, but I guess they, made it all the same thing recently. That's correct. You're saying yours leans more towards inattentive as opposed to hyperactive. Definitely. Do you have trouble focusing on tasks that require concentration? Sometimes. Do you have difficulty seeing through long-term plans or completing projects? Yes. Do you struggle with managing your time on a day-to-day basis? Yeah. Do you love eating your jacket straps? What are those things called? She's just chewing on it. Would you describe your personal space as disorganized or messy? My roommates would describe it that way. Is that a yes or a no? I guess yeah, yes. Do you find yourself giving up quickly or becoming frustrated easily? It depends. Yes. Okay. How are you with needles? Needles? Did you read the flyer? Oh, I kind of stopped reading after the $1,000 part. I do a lot of these trial things. That's okay. This is a study for a once-a-week injectable drug. The target audience is those with attention disorders, but the manufacturer is also looking into its applications as an antipsychotic. Oh. One of the bigger problems psychiatrists run into with this cohort, people with ADHD, is medication compliance. The hope is that taking medication weekly or bi-weekly as opposed to once or twice daily will increase adherence. I don't know if that will work though. Remembering to do something every day and remembering to do it once a week are similar problems to me. Like, I need to keep track of the date and do the thing at a certain time by myself either way. In fact, it's way harder to remember weekly and monthly stuff in some ways. Well, fine, then I guess we just won't do it. I'm inclined to agree. The far-off end goal is actually an implantable device. Pretty hard not to comply then, right? Yeah, I guess it would be. But before pharmaceutical companies will invest money in a formula that's supposed to be effective for months, it has to be proven this formula can be effective for even 1 week. Oh, okay. So I will ask again, how do you feel about needles? I don't love them, but I'll do it. I mean, yeah, I'm here. Let's do it. Okay. I've done worse for less money. Which is work food service. She has her thumbs through her sleeves. This is the 2000s. Yeah, this is the 2000s. Working food service is what I was referring to. Understood. Follow me to the back when you're ready. I gotta say, I like the atmosphere of this game. You're kind of just getting a droning sort of like PC fan noise, and it works. It works really well as atmosphere. And you see, here's another droning noise. It's a tiny bit more sinister. Have a seat. An exam table. I'm guessing you don't want me to sit on the exam table. Please take your jacket off when you sit down. Okay. We'll start off by taking your vitals. Hold your arm out for me, please. No, it's one of those blood pressure machine things. Okay, that's not that. That's the world's loudest thermometer then. Never mind, I was wrong. 98.2, you run cold. I am cold. Pulse of 65, it took a minute to register, which means it's somewhat weak. I am somewhat weak. 82 over 55, your blood pressure is below average too. I am below average, huh? I can't get enough of that self-deprecating humor. Each week before the injection, we'll take a blood panel to monitor some of your levels. Got it. Okay, I'm going to touch your arm. Nope, let me rephrase. Can I touch your arm? Yes. Your veins are quite faint. I always get glowing reviews from medical people. Oh, I get it. That was like a snarky comment. I'm generally pretty good at this, but I can't promise it won't hurt. Okay. Wait, will I still be able to go into work after this? My shift starts in an hour. You should be fine. Just making sure. Darn, kinda don't want to go, haha. Make a fist for me. There we go. Alright, 1, 2. There's a lot of effort put into the graphics of this game. Most of my RPG Maker horror game experience is like really old stuff like Aoni and Ebe. Your blood flow is on the slow side. Are you alright? Yeah. I'll remove the needle and wrap your elbow now. Okay. Blood is drawn intravenously from the veins. This medication is delivered intramuscularly via the deltoid muscle. Ooh, I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that. Good thing I'm not getting injected. Roll your shirt up a bit further for me. All right. And 1, 2. You're done. How are you? I barely felt that at all. That was pretty smooth. Good. Let me bandage the injection site as well. I mean, it's not bleeding at all. I'll pass if that's cool. That's fine by me. You may put your jacket back on. So, what's next? That's it. You go about your business. Pay attention to how you're feeling, benefits, adverse side effects, anything at all. Make note of it and tell me about it next time. It's 4:45 Wednesday. Does the same time work for you a week from now? I kind of don't know because my work schedule changes all the time. But let's say yeah. Okay, I will see you then. Bye. I must attend to my stuff. My medical equipment, I must check it. Oh, this is cute. Let's check out a friggin' text. You come in 6 o'clock, okay, you come in early, 5 a.m. inventory. Sorry, you come early, 5 a.m. inventory. Okay, why not here? This is a very bad accent to be giving this fictional character. I overslept, I'm sorry. No excuse. Work fucking slave labor. Untitled. By hair's breadth. You always draw such good shapes. I would love you to do some foxes someday. Haha, I just love foxes. Can you draw a green fox, please? Okay, now draw it getting its diploma from high school. Alright, let's go to sleep. Week 2, Wednesday. She slept for a whole week. And here we are, back in the familiar, doctor's office. I made it in time. Phew. Made it in time to chew on my bubble gum. Let me just spit this gum out. Threw away the gum. Okay, let's ring the bell. Huh. That's a... Seems like there was a weird amount of attention placed on on her spitting out her gum. Hello? Why don't I just... Do I ever have to sign in? Or do I just talk to this guy directly? Hello, Angel. Hi, It's Lee. Lee, right, I can read your jacket now. Sorry I'm late. Not a problem. How have you been feeling? Oh, I'm okay. You? I'm fine, thank you, but I meant with respect to the medication specifically. Oh, about the same? Honestly, I sort of forgot until today. Ah, I wish I had something to report. That's fine. It's expected that the effects, if any, will be minor during the first week. Oh. To use an analogy, when neurons travel down synaptic pathways in the prefrontal cortex, they're like water over stone. I see this is going to be a very normal analogy. They slowly erode the ground and create channels which eventually become creeks, streams, and rivers. The infrastructure of the brain in people who have ADHD can seem unusual from an urban planning perspective. There's no flood control in the plains, there's no irrigation system in the city, there's a dam by the school grounds that's ready to burst. Uh-huh. She seems very engrossed in this analogy. You feel like you're parched when you need water and you're drowning when you want to be dry. Right? You want the water to flow in predictable volumes at certain times and places so you can regulate it. But changing that doesn't happen overnight. Excuse me if that was convoluted. Yeah, it was a little bit. No, I get the idea. I know about dopamine and stuff. Normal brain good, ADHD brain bad. I get that you're being facetious, but to be very clear, I don't think that's the case. It begs questions such as, who's the city planner in this extended metaphor? Who gets to decide the landscape wasn't fine the way it naturally was? What if you enjoy swimming, metaphorically? No, yeah. I don't know about enjoy, but I'm good at swimming upstream, metaphorically. Some of my patients who were drowning as kids are excellent at treading water as adults, you know? I sure do. Well, I'll set up in the back. Follow me when you're ready. If you think you can handle it. Nothing in there but gum. I don't think anything's changed. There was an old RPG Maker horror game that took place. It had like 1 million endings and it took place in one room. I'm sure somebody knows what I'm talking about. And a lot of it came down to interact with certain things in a certain way and watch for differences in the environment because it was just one room. All right, let's get started. Let's get this intramuscular injection that I hate. Like last time, please take off your jacket when you sit down. Oh, right. We'll start with your vitals again. Hold your arm out for me, please. Let me just turn on my loud thermometer. Temperature of 98.5. Pulse of 75, higher than last time. I may have ran here. You must have to get to your shift soon, right? Oh, no, I don't work tonight. I just figured you guys probably close at 5. That's true, but no need to run next time. I will be here. After closing hours? Or you could come in earlier next week. Well, my shifts are usually either 10 to 4 or 6 to 12. So this time is kind of like safe either way. I see. 87/57, blood pressure is similar. Now for the blood lab. Was there anything unusual last time? That I don't know. I'm just the data collector here. Oh. Knowing those results could bias one or both of us in some way? How? That's just a standard double-blind study parameter. The why is beyond my pay grade. Okay, I'm going to touch your arm. No. May I touch your arm? Yes. Sorry, I forget the script. My employer is very particular about the script. Was there, like, a lawsuit? That Y is above my pay grade, too. You can touch my arm. How does he forget? That seems like a really easy thing to remember. There's that vein. It's barely visible. Make a fist, please. Okay. Here we go. And 1, 2... This droning noise is doing something to my brain. Doing okay? It makes me a little queasy, but I'm fine. I used to donate plasma for money, so... You don't anymore? It would make me too faint to go into work after. I passed out on the clock a couple times. Ah. I'll remove the needle and wrap your arm now. Hey. Yes? Do you have any other color bandages, like purple or blue? I do not. Darn, okay, just making sure. One more needle. This is the medication itself. Right. Roll your shirt sleeve up, please. 1, 2... Ow. Not as smooth as last time, I guess. I mean, it was still pretty smooth. Shall I bandage the injection site? No, I think it's fine, thanks. Just checking. You can put your jacket back on, then. There was kind of, like, an icy burn this time. That would probably be the lubricating agent, not the active ingredients. Again, please note any changes you observe this week and report them to me. Same time next week, then? Uh-huh. Approximately. Yeah. See ya. Yeah, you too. Week 3, Wednesday. We're just knocking these out as quickly as possible, huh? Is that a person? There's another person here. Wong's Kitchen and Bakery. I got a nosebleed on the bus. Need tissues. How are there no tissues? Dude, that music was so jarring. I got some over here. Okay, she's gonna have a southern accent just because I have a southern accent. So you're gonna have to deal with that. Thank you. No prob. Wow, I love your hair. Thanks, it's kind of uneven. No, you did it yourself? It's pretty good. I miss having colored hair. Do you go to Ackerton? You look artsy. You got me. Or, well, I used to. I'm at their beauty school extension down the street. Oh yeah, I've heard of that. You want to do makeup? Yep, and then sometimes I come and do cosmetics for the theater kids over on your guys' campus. My dream job would be doing some special effects for like horror movies and stuff. You know, around Halloween when the county fair does their haunted mazes. There's guys in costumes who chase you and stuff. Uh-huh, I went a couple years ago now, I think. That's me. That's my work. Whoa, that's so cool. Achievement unlocked. You talked to somebody. Oh, I gotta go, but maybe I'll see you here again. Bye, cutie. She's sweet. I like her. If I had even half that energy. Okay, we're here. Threw away the tissue. Just the bloody tissue in there. I mean, fair enough. What happens if I just try to go in the door? I should ring the bell instead of barging in. I don't wanna, though. Hello, Lee. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Today we're playing Clinical Trial. Hi, Lee. I hope I'm not too late. You're not. I'll set up in the clinic room. Follow me when you're ready. Okay. Wonder what time it is. I'm very curious about this. 4:55. Jesus Christ, she is showing up as late as possible. Oh, I don't like this droning, and it's unsettling. Should I sit down? How has your week been? Fine. You? Pardon me. Let me specify. Now that you've received 2 doses, we'll start doing the follow-up questionnaire. I'll administer the questionnaire every other week from here on out. Oh, okay. In the past 2 weeks, have you noticed a change in your ability to complete tasks in the home or workplace? No. In the past 2 weeks, have you noticed time passing more slowly? I don't think so. Just assume all these questions refer to the past 2 weeks. Okay. Have you experienced heightened anxiety? I mean, yeah, but I've kind of got some stuff going on in my life right now. I don't think it's because of this drug or whatever. Have you had what you would describe as anxiety or panic attacks? Well, yeah, but again, have you experienced delusions, hallucinations, or paranoia? I don't think so. Have you exhibited increased signs of depression, including fatigue, apathy, or general malaise? I guess. These questions kind of suck. No offense. Well, get out of my office. I'm inclined to agree. I'm not the one writing the questions, I'm just the mid-level obligated to ask them. Lee, do you have some issues with your position? Because you've mentioned it like 5 times now. What is it you are struggling with specifically? Is that on the questionnaire? It is not. Then I'd rather not get into it. Understood. Shall we proceed? Yeah. Let me just get some gloves on. Take a seat, take off your jacket. I'm gonna grab your arm. Oh, sorry, can I grab your arm? We'll begin by taking your vitals as usual. Hold your arm out for me, please. Duh, stupid me forgot the script. 98, and you have goosebumps. I forgot my jacket this morning. Pulse of 68. 83/58. Have you been tested for orthostatic hypotension? No. Do you ever get dizzy spells when you stand up? Yes. Most PCPs should be able to help you with that. Oh, really? I've never tried that. Can you get, like, a prescription? A PCP, a primary care physician, can help you with that. Oh, no, I don't have one of those. Where can I get a gallon of PCP? Now for the blood draw. I'm going to touch... Excuse me, I forgot the script. You can touch my arm. Thank you. I don't know, dude. This whole script forgetting thing is like... that doesn't seem right. It seems really weird. How does he forget such a simple thing every single time? You know what I mean? Make a fist, please. Let's find that vein. There it is. Ready? And 1, 2... What does having slow blood flow mean anyway? Could be a couple different things. Weak heart, viscous blood, constricted veins. As long as you feel okay, there's nothing to worry about. Define okay. Where are those bandages? Here we are. Now the injection. If you could roll your shirt sleeve up. Wait. Something's been bothering me. Yes? That in the syringe looks different than the last 2 times. Yes, it looks different. The fluid isn't the same color. Correct. I mean, that's weird, right? Why is it different? It's the same thing. No, it's not. It is the exact same thing. It's clearly not. What is going on? My understanding is the pharmaceutical company changed vial manufacturers. The vial manufacturers works with a distributor who ships their products at 72 degrees Fahrenheit instead of 70, which is completely ridiculous, and it changes the color of the reagent in the vial. The formula is identical, it has not changed at all, except it's been exposed to a different temperature the whole time, Lee. I don't know if I trust this guy. I'm on Angel's side with this one. I have had to explain this so many times this week, except for some reason, despite that, I still can't remember to ask if I can touch somebody's arm. Please excuse me for getting so angry, so unreasonably upset about this. What? No, it's just I didn't think you were mad. You seemed the exact same as always. My affect may be a bit flat, or so I'm told. It was a little funny, sorry. No, I don't mind. Let's keep going. Thank you. Your sleeve then, please. And 1, 2. How did I do? It really felt like it burnt more this time. I have heard similar things a lot this past week. I promise you it is the same. Stop saying that, dude! Stop saying that! Ah, this guy's frustrating me. Okay? Okay. It's the exact same thing. It's exactly the same, except for the temperature. But it's exactly the same. So it's not the same, dude. It's partly my job, I guess. What I'm struggling with, I mean, you asked earlier. Food service seems tough. My manager really yanks me around. A lot of the front of the house staff are college kids, so they get priority scheduling around their classes, and they call out a lot too. I get stuck picking up their slack and covering for them with zero notice. One of them is kind of a creep too. Is that so? And they'll have me work past midnight and then come in at 6 the next morning. Not 10? Sometimes 6, sometimes 10. So it's hard to make plans or appointments or do anything else, really. Even though it's technically part-time, they'll still schedule me 6 days in a row, so it's like that level of unpredictability can be very disruptive to life. I like to know exactly what I'm doing and when I'm going to do it. I've got my schedule on this note in my wallet. That's just a bunch of lines, dude. What is this? I can't read this. How is this organized? Okay, top left, the top row is day of the week, left to right. Left is top to bottom, 5 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. 6:30. Okay, so at 5 a.m. he wakes up. 6 to 7:30 he's at the gym on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's a solid schedule. And then just cram everything else in the middle of the day for Saturday and Sunday. Why would you organize your week on a tiny little piece of paper like this? I'm scrutinizing a lot, I'm sorry. Wow, his handwriting is terrible. That's what you got from that, Angel? Seems really organized. It's easy to keep track of, which is the point. Speaking of schedules, it's past 5. Will you make it to work on time? Oh no, I actually came from work. I'll get out of your hair, though. Oh, very well. See you next week, then. See ya. This Lee guy's kind of weird. Another day on the 3DS. How's mom? Dramatic? Still doesn't want to talk to you and is taking it out on us? I'm sorry, what? Oh, look at the bunny. Cool. Alright, let's go to sleep. Some weird context there. Family issues. Week 4. here we go. It's 5 o'clock already. Hello, Angel. Hi, Lee. Can you wait a few minutes? I'm just finishing something up. Okay, maybe I'll look around. Trash can is empty. I'd be concerned if it wasn't. I just emptied it before you came in. Okay. It's an aquarium filled with fish, snails, and shrimps. Would you be interested in learning about fire shrimp? Yes or absolutely? Oh, by the way, this game has 2 endings, and I think your decisions matter here. But I don't have any idea how it actually works. Fire shrimp, genus Lismata, are peaceful omnivores from the Indo-Pacific region. That's the word I had trouble reading. Our office's 200-gallon saltwater tank hosts 2 pairs of fire shrimp. They're easy to spot from their deep red coloration and bright white appendages. Do you help take care of the tank? There was a maintenance guy who would come in when I first started here, but after admin realized I'd do it for free, he stopped showing up. Is it a lot of work? Once the tank is stable, it's not too bad. Feeding, cleaning the glass, emptying the skimmer cup, testing levels, changing out the water, checking the filter and lights, buying coral and rocks. Fire shrimp are opportunistic scavengers. They'll eat pellets, brine, algae, vegetables. I can even hand feed them a little bit of my lunch if I bust out the step ladder. They are hermaphroditic. They act as males or females depending on where they are in the molting cycle. We are fortunate to have such a large tank, and more fortunate still to have pairs who get along. What about the other critters, the snails and the fish? Oh, they're alright. I don't care about them. Originally, there were bigger fish, but they would attack the shrimp, so I disposed of them. He's really into the shrimp. Oh. Admin insisted the tank needed variety and couldn't be just shrimp, so I let a few fish and turbo snails stay. Fire shrimp are quite shy by nature. They love to hide, but you can tell they are happy if they are eating and active. They're really cute. That too. Do you keep a tank at your place too? No, I spend more of my waking hours here than at home, so... yeah, I haven't felt like I should keep a pet for the same reason. It's nice these ones can live here with you. Is that not pet hair on your jacket? God, it's everywhere, huh? It's from my roommate's cats. They love me, but I don't get, kitty custody if we split ways. Let me finish up. Can you wait a little longer? Yeah, no worries. Maybe I'm being too hard on this guy. He's just kind of weird and he's super into his shrimp. Jade by Ernest Kopf. Is that so? Yeah, famous early German romantic painter. I guess Angel did go to art school, didn't she? That was what the whole interaction with that girl earlier was. This piece was found in his house after his untimely death. The verso contained directions and instructions to have his body buried at the site of Jade. He passed just a few days after finishing this. The cause of death was pronounced a mystery. Really? The rumor goes the land was so hauntingly beautiful that it drove him to madness. The later theory was that the area contained some parasite that lay dormant in his system for a few days and then killed him. Like cordyceps infect its host and compel its ascent to sunlight, so Jade tempted Kopf into the earth that it could feed on his corpse. What a sentence that is. Really? Well, I was just paraphrasing something I read online. And this was the 1800s. A lot of deaths were a mystery. He almost definitely just killed himself. If you read his journal, he was psychotically depressed. I don't know why I laughed when I said that. That was not appropriate. I am poor at detecting jokes. Are you messing with me, human? No, it's Kopf. This is Art History 101. I did think this was kind of a dark piece to put in a mental health waiting room, but whatever. I just thought it was a calming scene. And it is. You're not wrong. Whatever the guy did after he made this shouldn't affect how you feel about it. We're having full-blown conversations about everything going on in here, and I'm gonna leave. Bye. You can't leave. A potted plant. It's huge. The bird of paradise has done quite well by the window. Okay, not a lot to say about that one, though. Neurocinna, better starts today. I'm curious about this exit door. An escape door. That's the stairwell to the roof. Okay. A plant, surprisingly, it's real. Pachira aquatica, the money tree. I could not tell you why it hasn't died. Maybe the grow lights from the aquarium are enough? That? Oh, that could be. Magazines, the most recent cover is 2002. There's some decent quarterlies in there from a quarter decade ago. What? Who says quarter decade? Can't you just say 2.5 years? So this takes place late 2004? Yeah? If I'm understanding this correctly? Policies, procedures, notices. I'm not reading all that. Have you been coming behind the plexiglass when I'm not out here? No, this is the first time I've done it. Maybe. I'm just about done. Come on over. What are you doing? What you doing? Just finishing up a CEU. A what? Continuing Education Unit. Oh, sounds boring. You have to do them to keep your licenses active. You gotta continue your education, I guess. They continue to waste my time, is what they do. Our EHR, electronic health record system, is ancient. It only runs on the PC in the back. That's where I spend 25 hours a day charting. Charting generates RVUs, relative value units, which is what my employer cares about. But the CEU website is so new, it only runs on the PC out here. So here I am. You guys love using abbreviations, huh? It's like your favorite thing. It saves time in the charts. That's fair, that's a valid point. And now that's over with. Thank you for your patience. Let's head back. Finally, I get to get injected with a mysterious liquid again. Yes! Have a seat. I could have intuited that, I think. Oh, right, jacket off, I remember. Very good. Even if you ran here again, you had a couple minutes to cool down, so let's get a good harsting rest rate. Okay. Temperature of 98.5, pulse of 62, quite low again. What can I say? 81/53, very similar to the first time. Usually you would follow up, what can I say, with a pun, but you didn't have one prepared that time. Time for the blood draw. You can touch my arm. You're beating me to the punchlines today. There it is, the antecubital vein. Make a fist if you would. Darn, I forgot that part. You're doing good. And 1 and 2. Have you felt faint after these blood draws? A little. It's kind of hard to tell whether it's the blood draw or the drug right after, you know? Make sure to drink some fluids. Electrolytes are good. I'll remove the needle and drap your arm now. Wait. You got blue bandages. Oh, yes, I did. They took several weeks to come in after I placed the order. Forgive me. It's a nice purpley blue, too. Not turquoisey. Would you prefer turquoise? No, this is great. Thank you. Very good, then. It's the old color again, in the syringe. It is. They went back to the old manufacturer, is my understanding. That's mad sus, dude. I can't get behind that. I wish I had better information. Like I promised you, the active ingredients have not changed. Okay, I believe you for no real reason. 1, 2. Are you alright? It just seems to hurt more every time. Could be my aim. I'll try to do better. Don't forget your jacket. Right. And I guess that's that. We're at the halfway point now. Please keep coming back if you can. I'm kind of curious. Have other people doing the trial stopped showing up? I am not at liberty to violate provider-patient confidentiality. Right. But over half our original participants have missed their appointment date and become ineligible to continue. So, you are at liberty to break it, then, and violate the... Yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all. The trial sponsor, Neurosena, anticipated this fallout and tried to cast a wide net. They didn't require an ADHD diagnosis, merely suspected ADHD, as is the case with you, was sufficient to qualify. Okay, but if they wanted a successful trial, maybe they should have thought about how ADHD works. Go on. Give us a few appointment reminders. Call, text, email. Give us 500 halfway through and 500 at the end so there's a reward sooner. Schedule us a taxi to and from the clinic if you want us to show up. Well, I guess that's me specifically because I can't drive. I hear you. I'm not in charge of the protocol for trial participants. I assure you my regular patients receive plenty of reminders, and I can assist you with transportation vouchers since you're on federal health insurance. No, I'm fine. The bus is... well, there's a bus, and it runs sometimes. I've been making it so far. My point was more so for other people. It's hard to navigate the medical system in general, that's all. And so wouldn't it be great to have to navigate it less frequently? To have a medical implant that lasts for 6 months? To not have your prescription denied at the pharmacy because it's day 29 instead of day 30? Yeah, that's what I'm hoping the sponsor will make possible. Even if the CEOs in the ivory towers of privatized healthcare never step foot in a low-income clinic in their life. Even if how they conduct their trial makes little real-world sense. They're funding it, so they call the shots, basically. Correct. Stop shooting the messenger is what you mean. I welcome feedback. I want to know what you think. Some of my patients more heavily on the H side of ADHD are refreshingly honest about their experiences. Yeah, I know the type. Zero filter. No poison filtering when it comes to certain subjects. Like the medical system? Because it's bullshit? Those are your words, not mine. The medication will have been in your system for 1 month this time next week. You may feel more pronounced effects from this point forward. Okay, sorry I was late. I don't know if I said this time yet. Don't worry about it. I will see you in 1 week. Yep, see ya. Alright. Nothing really all that weird has happened yet. Week 5 Wednesday. We didn't get an at-home segment this time. Oh, there's our friend. I made it. The mid-2000s scene girl. Oh my gosh, Shorty, hi! Shorty? Yeah, you're my fellow Shorty. I was gonna say, what is your name? It's Angel. How about... Angel? That's so cute. You're a little angel. Oh, I'm Adri. Adri, hi. How's the trial going for you? Oh, are you not doing the clinical trial? Nope, I'm just like a normal, regular patient, I guess. Oh, duh, I should have thought of that. It's cool. Yeah, I come here for my salts and my bars. You know how it is. I don't know what that means. Do I? I've always been kind of a spaz. Oh, can I say that? That's what my friends call me. It seems you've got a lot of energy to give. I don't think that's a bad thing. It's really not now that I'm mostly working on my feet, you know? Getting my GED was hard, but things are way better these days. GEDs are not hard to get. I totally get you. Finding a clinic that's this chill is super great. Isn't Lee kind of funny? I call him my dealer. He hates it. He's always like, oh, the infrastructure of the brain is there's buildings, blah, blah, blah. He is like that. So tense. He's giving closet case or basket case. Like, pick one, right? Adri's picking up on it too. What? Boyfriend's here. Good seeing you again. Take care, okay? I like Adri. Adri is probably the best character in the show. Huh. Hey. What the fuck? Just come out. What are you sneaking for? Good evening, Angel. Hi, Lee. You're on time. I must be cured. That's the only plausible explanation. I did manage to leave my phone on the bus here, and I only got it back because someone got off early to hand it to me. Oh, maybe I'm not cured after all. Well, let's find out. With this questionnaire, shall we? Okay. Would you rather relocate to the back room first? Here's fine, there's no one around. Let's do it. In the past 2 weeks, have you noticed a change in your ability to complete tasks in the home or workplace? Yeah. Yes? I did some chores and stuff more than usual. In the past 2 weeks, have you noticed time passing more slowly? Yes? A little bit. Have you experienced heightened anxiety? It's about the same. Have you had what you would describe as anxiety or panic attacks? No attacks. I'm happy to hear that. Have you experienced delusions, hallucinations, or paranoia? No. Have you exhibited increased signs of depression, including fatigue, apathy, and general malaise? Not increased. Not increased, understood. Things been better at work? Well, they only scheduled me like 4 days this week, so... And one of my coworkers invited me to hang out after his shift tomorrow. That hasn't happened before. That's great. Why don't we get you on your way then? Sure. Let's get your vitals first. This droning noise is a little more sinister. 98 degrees, pulse of 65. 90/60, it's higher today. Oh, this is unsettling. I don't like this sound effect. Blood labs first. Can I... Thank you. Clench your fist, please. Is everything okay? Yes. 1, 2... Question. Yes? Aren't you touching my arm when you pulled the Let me try that again. Aren't you touching my arm when you put the Velcro cuff on? Like, why not ask about touching in the beginning? Great questions don't always have great answers. I assume palpating the bare skin to find the vein led to some patient complaint, whereas BP cuff placement did not. It's like drawing attention to it makes it weird, though. There are some very important legal rights and protections that medical patients have in theory, and then there are some bizarre ways those rights get implemented in practice. Living in a litigious country combined with working in the field of psychiatric illness, well, anyway. Do people actually go through with suing? I kind of figured it was an empty threat. Lawsuits are quite common. If you see patients directly, you are almost certain to be involved in a suit at least once during your career. Really? Yes, but being named on a complaint doesn't mean much in and of itself. As long as you practiced within your scope and you documented it, you'll usually be fine. I will now wrap your arm with blue. With blue. I love that. 1, 2. You're all done. I don't know why it burns so bad. It didn't used to. You aren't the only one who told me it burns. It's nothing to worry about. Okay. I guess. We're on week 5, so there's 3 more injections now. Uh-oh. Are you alright? Yeah, I just got really nauseous for a sec. Nothing actually came out, though. Let me give you some water. Please sit back down. No, I'm okay. I probably just stood up too fast or something. Sorry. I don't mean to be dramatic. I assure you, you are not. Why not sit down? No, I gotta get to work. I was on track to show up at work on time. I don't want to blow it now. Alright. Please, take it easy, though. Yeah. 6-hour shift on my feet. Easy peasy. Okay, see you, Lee. Oh, God. Looks like she survived. Hey. Hi, you still down to chill with me after work? Yep. Cool, just wait by the front for me. Alright, sounds good. Now let's see our favorite furry artist. I'm not a furry! But your art's pretty good. Do you do OC trades? Oh my god. Okay, I think I know what the pinned comment for this video is gonna be. I'm not a furry, but this game was pretty cool. It's not even a furry game. That's just a really funny thing. That's just such a fucking funny thing to say. I am not a furry. Who cares? Who gives a shit? I have to protect my identity as a non-furry. Oh, week 6, Wednesday. Something's not right. Things are blurry. Why? I mean, Angel seems like she might be okay. She's really not into the trash this time. It looks like it's about 4:10. We're actually kind of early. I'm not too late. I'm not. Oh no, my bad. It's 5:10. I misread that. Analog clocks, baby. What are they doing back there? The door was unlocked. Someone must still be here. I mean, look at the clock. It's only... Huh. I gotta see what time it is now, because I look like a fool. Hot dog detected. I knew it. Something's not right. There's been something off this whole time. Why have I been feeling watched? Why is it always so empty? Why is there no receptionist? The receptionist leaves at 4:30. She comes in half an hour earlier than I do to field calls and prep the schedule. It helps make the day run smoother. The last we generally set appointments for is also 4:30. But we have been encouraged to enable as many trial participants to attend as possible. Okay. Thank you for answering my question, I guess. Good evening, Angel. How are you? Fine, yeah. Okay. Can we go back, or... We can. Follow me. Oh, did she not notice the camera? I don't know why she's so unsettled by the camera all of a sudden. Ooh, what is happening? Let's get your vitals. 99 degrees, plus 39, 92 over 63. I'm not pressing anything. This is just happening. Can I touch your arm? No. No. Didn't I say no? Did I say it out loud? You're just gonna stick it in? What? There it goes. 1, 2... Huh? It hurts. One, two. And in and out, it's the same thing. Why am I like this? Angel. Huh? You're done. Oh. What? Okay, that was very out of the ordinary. Week 7, Wednesday. Week 6 was very fucking weird. What the hell? Hello. Hi, I'm late as always. I was just digging around in the aquarium. I was going to lock up soon. Looks like it's about the same time as last week. You seem a bit anxious. Are you in a hurry? Yes. No, not really. Let's just do the needle so I can go. Very well, let's head back. $98, $3, $65, $82, $57. Just a bunch of numbers, dude. Okay, bye. Hold on. Please allow me to write this stupid questions. Go for it. In the past 2 weeks, have you noticed a change in your ability to complete tasks? Yeah, sure. Have you experienced heightened anxiety? No. Actually, put yes, whatever. Have you had what you would describe as anxiety or panic attacks? Have you experienced delusions, hallucinations, or paranoia? If I was having delusions, I wouldn't know, would I? That's like part of being delusional. I'm an insane freak, though. I should have put that down when I signed up. What? Can you write that in with whatever else you added? Angel. It's stuffy back here. Would you mind if we stepped outside for a bit? It's okay if you don't want to. Fine. We're going to the roof? That's not what I thought he meant when he said step outside. I thought he meant like go out front of the building, not to the roof. This way. I wish the view were a little greener. No, the air is still nice. It is chilly, though. I lost my favorite jacket, probably left it on the bus like an idiot. Would you take mine? I'm plenty warm, overheating even. There's no way that's true. Okay. I like that. It's warm, thanks. It's everything. Everything feels off. This was just a horrible time to try some new untested medication. I think the side effects are doing really weird stuff to me. My roommates are driving me insane. There's stuff going on with my family and at my job. The weeks I work less, I can't even enjoy the time off. I'm dirt poor, I have no car. As soon as I manage to cover one expense, some surprise bill comes or something else breaks. Is where you live a small place? It's a 2-bed, 1-bath. 3 people, my roommates are dating. I mean, kind of. Whatever they are, I'm the third wheel of it. But they don't clean, they eat all the food, they're loud, and they hate me. They wish I wasn't there, but they need the rent money. It's never easy sharing close quarters. I'm from a big family, so I'm sort of used to it. Although my mom won't talk to me anymore, so that's another thing on the pile. I'm sorry to hear that. I feel sorrier for my siblings who still live at home with more of our family. Now they gotta do the stuff I used to do. Chores, cooking, translating at her appointments. I kind of bailed on them. My family's big too. I just moved out last year. Yeah? Yes, I am living alone for the first time in my life. I don't want to live alone, but I am a bit jealous. The house is old and it's way out in the sticks, but it's mine. Well, from where I'm standing, it sounds really nice. I'm just barely surviving. My life would need so much fixing that time and time again, I have proven I can't do by myself. I need more help than I can get. I don't really have anyone I'm close with in real life right now. I mean, there are people I talk to sometimes, but when I think I don't have friends, it feels true. Well, you were invited to spend time with your coworker recently, weren't you? That could be the start of something good, right? How did that go? It went... Angel? What's wrong? I don't know what to do. Did something happen? There's this guy at my work. We don't work the same hours. I never know when he's going to be there or not. Anyway, he's the one who invited me to his place. To his place? To hang out, he said. I believed him. His roommate left as soon as we walked in, which I thought was weird. He started coming on to me the second we were alone. I just kind of froze. I let it happen. I've been really lonely. And I figured, some people do that. They hook up like that. When was this? I don't know, a couple weeks ago. Since then, I've just avoided him at work. I try not to look at him. But it's not a big place. He's friends with a lot of the guys in the back. Even though he doesn't speak Spanish like them and I do, they still like him better. Sorry. He kept trying to talk to me, so I decided to speak with him one-on-one, alone. We went out to his car after work. It was late. It was raining pretty hard that day. I told him it hurt my feelings that he didn't even bother to hang out with me first. That it wasn't okay to use people like that. And I cried, and it was so embarrassing. He said it was a misunderstanding, and then he hugged me. And then he started touching me again. I tried to push him away at first, but I froze up again. Oh, okay. I might actually have to put content warnings at the beginning of this video. Excuse me. I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe someone would do that. Angel, have you called the police? Well, I don't know. Why would I know the answer to this? I'm gonna say no, because that's sadly often what happens is no. What, so they can call me a liar? I'm so stupid. I don't even remember what day I went to his house. I never got his address either. After I got out of his car, I walked to the bus stop in the rain. When I got home, I took a scalding hot shower. Everything you're not supposed to do. Which is bullshit, by the way. Okay, no, calm down. Angel, I think you need to get away from this man. What, I should quit? I think you should consider it. Why should I have to quit? How is that fair? It is not fair. But it's just some shitty minimum wage job, right? Anyone can do it, and I'm completely worthless, right? That's not. Well, I like it better than the last 4 places I've been at. At least I used to. So what, I haven't suffered enough yet? I should lose my job too? Maybe take some time off to put some space between you and him. My rent is due next week. I can't just not work. That's not an option. I have 0 savings. I have nothing. People like you wouldn't get it. It was a bad idea to tell this to you. I don't know what I was thinking. I regret it already. Please just forget about it. Wait, please don't leave yet. What are you gonna do, Lee? Stop her? Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, that took a sharp left turn very quickly. Angel, are you okay? It's Lee. I'm sorry to contact you like this, but I am concerned. If you could use someone to talk to, I am here. Please don't do anything rash. I don't even feel like making jokes anymore. There's no joke. There's nothing I could say here at this point. Oh my fucking god. Okay, week 8, Wednesday. This is stressing me out. Okay. It looks like it's about 5:15 right now, according to the analog clock. Now it's 5:30. And looks like Angel's nowhere to be seen. About 5:45-ish. Lee is still hanging around. Week 8, Friday. Damn it, dude. Ah, fuck! She was so close. She was so close to being on time. Maybe it's fine if she comes in on Friday. But, like, I'm going to be so much more mad if she shows up 7 weeks in a row and then doesn't get paid because she didn't do the 8th week at the right time. Like, I don't know why I'm so invested in that part specifically, but just, you know. Angel. Hey. You're here. Yeah, only 2 days late. I apologize for texting you. I had your number from the intake form. Lee, that's really inappropriate, dude. But I get it. I don't know that I'm going to pass judgment in this case. It wasn't appropriate of me. No, I appreciated your concern. It wasn't right of me to just dump all of that on you, run away, and not respond. I'm sorry. You have nothing to be sorry for. It's kind of humiliating coming back here, but I need the money pretty bad. Can I still... Probably not, huh? Come on, Lee. I am relieved to see you again, whatever the reason. Since this is the last session, there's one final questionnaire we have to do. Wouldn't you have a follow-up on the 9th week, though? Or maybe there's no injection on the 8th week, I don't know. Thank you. In the past week, have you noticed a change in your ability to complete tasks in the home or workplace? This week is better than last week. In the past week, have you noticed time passing more slowly? No, this week was a blur. Have you experienced heightened anxiety? Yes. I hope you can excuse the insensitivity of these questions. You're just reading from a script, I know that. Have you had what you would describe as anxiety or panic attacks? Yes. Have you experienced delusions, hallucinations, or paranoia? Yes. Have you exhibited increased signs of depression, including fatigue, apathy, and general malaise? Yes. That's good enough. Now, if you'll follow me to the back. Sure. Fucking, I feel like such an asshole for making jokes at the beginning of this game, dude. Jesus Christ. .2, same as the first time. That's a very specific thing to remember, Lee. Pulse of 67, 83/54. Here, you can touch my arm. Thank you, Angel. Last needle. You ready? Yeah. And we're done. So no injection this time? No. There would be no point in giving you more without having you come back to monitor your levels, which is exactly what I said earlier. I was right. Wow. Good thing you pointed that out, Togain. Oh yeah, that makes sense. So that's it, huh? That's it? Seems like whatever it was, it didn't really work for me. Yeah, it kind of seems like a whole lot of nothing. This is firmly against policy, but I've broken policy so many times at this point, who fucking cares? But there's nothing you or I could do to change the results at this point. It's over now, I'll be candid with you. Was it placebo? This was a double-blind test. You were randomly selected to be in the control group. The control group? Yes. That's the group selected to receive a placebo. So this entire time, you've been sticking me with saline. The packaging, the coloring, the viscosity, everything is visually identical to the real medication. This is so neither you, the patient, nor I, the provider, can tell the difference. But you seem to know, Lee. So then how did you know? The one thing they can't really change is the taste? You were drinking the dextroamphetamine concentrates are unmistakably bitter. You were drinking it? There is no doubt in my mind what you were given was the placebo. What were you tasting it for? I was concerned after our last 2 visits that something was not correct. Perhaps there was some missing piece of your medical history causing a dangerous contraindication. I know now that was not the case. You had other extenuating circumstances causing you duress. But before I found that out, it worried me enough to want to rule out the possibility. He cares a lot. Wow. So it's all just been in my head, huh? Great, awesome. I'm just crazy then. Everything from shortness of breath to hallucinations can be normal responses after a traumatic event. I thought the drug could have been, making me act reckless. That maybe that was why Placebo effects can be very real too. Nothing you've reported has been unreasonable. You must think I'm stupid. I've never once thought that. It just all seems really flawed. What about the results you never got from the people who dropped out? It's like the people who would need the implant most aren't even going to be represented. Well, I'm inclined to agree. This is phase 1 stuff. We're really just looking for side effects too egregious to ignore in too large a number of people. The blood lab is the important part, but the questionnaire is an opportunity to tell us if something is very wrong. The company gets just enough data out of just enough people to slap the abstract on a slideshow for their shareholders, which of course, this should all definitely be privatized. Definitely. They need money and they need the FDA and DEA to allow them to move on to the next step. So long as the number of people who end up gravely disabled or dead is statistically insignificant, they move to phase 2. Lots of red tape, lots of financial constraints. Sounds like a bunch of garbage. Yes. Wait here a moment. Here it is, your compensation as promised, a $1,000 bill. Received a $1,000 check. Sweet. Was it worth it? Cool. Well, I've got to get to my shift. You don't usually work Fridays. Why? Whoa. Hold on. What the fuck? Why would Lee know that? Has there been conversations that we don't know about? I'm trying to remember if she ever said anything about that. Because that seems like a very weird assertion to make. Just out of the blue. But I don't remember if Angel ever mentioned not working Fridays. Fuck, I don't remember. Okay. Just chalk that up to, maybe a weird thing, or maybe I'm misremembering. My manager told me to come in, so Wait. Just hold on. Don't go to work. If it's money, I can give you it. Just don't go to work tonight, okay? Don't go where that guy might be. Come with me. Just one night. Yeah, dude, I'm sure she's gonna take you up on that offer right now. Well, she is. I suppose. I find this a little hard to believe, but let's go. We'll roll with it regardless. We'll just accept it. Ah, man, my phone's about to die. Do you have a charger at your place? I do, but it's unlikely to be compatible with newer phones. We can check. No big deal. It's my fault. I'm bad at remembering to plug it in. We're about 35 minutes away. It's kind of out in the sticks, just so you know. How come so far? Best I could afford if I wanted an actual house with some land. Really? Even a doctor like you? Oh, no, I'm not a doctor. I thought you had read my jacket. What? Let me see. PMHNP. PMHNP. Yes, what does that mean? Psychiatric Mental Health Nurse Practitioner. I said practitioner. I'm going to leave that in the video. Didn't I say I was a mid-level? I don't know anything about medicine. I wanted very badly to be a doctor, an orthopedic surgeon specifically. Make good money, fix people up, make my mother proud. I got straight A's all through middle and high school, fast-track accelerated programs. I thought I'd be fine in med school. The thing is, though, gifted kids are just that. They are children. You meet 20-somethings who are hung up on how smart they must be because they learned algebra in 5th grade instead of 7th. But if you revisit that grade-level material as an adult, it is not actually difficult. The point being, college was a hard slap in the face. I got C-minuses throughout pre-med. I took the MCAT. I didn't score well, so I took a gap year to study and retake it. Worst mistake of my life. I completely fell apart without the structure of school. I see. The grace periods on my loans were ending. I needed to start working, but a pre-med degree by itself is useless, so I settled for getting a master's in nursing. The courses were a joke compared to the MCAT material. But still, don't you run that place you're working at? You see people and prescribe stuff? My supervising physician is off-site. I practice independently, but it's grunt work. Charting, inbox shuffling, punting referrals to specialists. Groveling in peer-to-peers to insurance companies for approval. That's a big one. I generate billable encounters for private equity with all the liability of a doctor and none of the respect. Nurse practitioners tend to not be regarded very highly by real doctors. Well, I don't know about all that. Yeah, Angel seemed to think pretty highly of you. The way you're talking about what you've accomplished is kind of delusional to me. I was in remedial courses with the special ed kids. I think if you'd been in there, you wouldn't say stuff like this. Still, you got into a university, didn't you? The only reason I got into art school at all was my portfolio. That's how I got a scholarship to afford it, too. Had nothing to do with grades. I didn't even want to go, but my mom forced me because she didn't get the chance. And then I dropped out. So when you say you're not highly regarded, it's like... I think severe enough ADHD can dramatically alter the courses of people's lives. I think there are highly intelligent, creative, competent, round pegs out there being shoved into square holes. Showing up, following through, being persistent, keeping promises, remembering details. All things you need to do to seek treatment for ADHD in the first place. It's a catch-22. It can be a frustrating patient population to work with. But the reasons they are frustrating are the same reasons they could really use the help. Yeah, well, who knows what my life would have been like if I had gotten treatment as a kid. Feels pointless to ruminate on it. You and I are well beyond violating provider-patient propriety at this point, but I will refer you to someone nearby who can see you if you'll allow me. Yeah, that would be good, thanks. Oh, now they want me to save all of a sudden. Okay. Here we are. Please excuse the mess that doesn't exist. Please excuse the non-existent mess. Where? I wasn't expecting company. I've neglected to dust. I'll let it slide. Let me find you some clothes you can use as pajamas. Thanks. I should have extra linens in the storage closet, too. The downstairs bathroom is to the left if you need it. Got it. I'll be back shortly. Did you just walk into the closet to just, like, hang out in there? I thought he was gonna go upstairs. Excuse the mess, he says. Anyway, maybe I'll wait for 4 seconds until he comes out of the closet again. Here we are. Oh, that was fast. Was it? I just knew what I was looking for. Got the change of clothes. They're old, but I promise they're clean. They're probably cleaner than my work shirt. Oh. Does she work at Wang's? I was wondering why she's always wearing this fucking merch from the bakery. I think that might be where she works. Oh my god. I should have some spare toiletries in the garage. You can change while I fetch those. Sure, that works. You are my guest. If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to ask. Okay. You went into the garage. That's the bathroom. I love this little house. And this is only the first floor. But that's a very ornate back door there. I thought that was the front door, but we come in from the bottom of the screen. Are those acceptable? Yeah, they're comfy. I'm a little surprised you own this. It's hard to imagine you in it. Well, they're from middle school. I figured they'd be the closest fitting things I own. Even still, they're large on you. Your frame is quite small. Hey, kind of a weird thing to say, Lee. I like my clothes baggy anyway, and I like stripes. Yes, that is also the stripiest thing I own, which was the primary factor I considered. Can I fix you from... Although, frankly, there's not much in the house. I am honestly not hungry. My appetite's been bad lately. I'll go shopping for groceries tomorrow morning. Do you have any requests, now that you live with me? I mean, get the basics if you don't have them, but I could just come with you. Alright. There's only one bed upstairs, so please take it. I'll be right down here on the couch if you need anything. Oh. No, I'm not going to take your bed. Please, I insist you do. The couch is comfortable anyway. Then I'll sleep on it. Are you positive? I mean, couldn't we just... Never mind. But I'm taking the couch. My mother would kill me if she knew what a terrible host I was being. Mama's boy, dude. I'll leave a toothbrush and toothpaste down here for you then. What time do you sleep? I try to be in bed around 8:30 myself. We know, Lee. We saw your schedule. 1 to 2, maybe? That makes sense, considering your shifts. Would you care to watch something with me? I don't have cable, but I have a decent collection of videotapes. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's see. Perhaps it's not a good true crime or horror night. Yeah, probably not. Wow, that's the most aware Lee has been. I'd prefer something calm. That's cute. I do have nature documentaries. Yeah, let's do that. That does sound nice. I have the birds chirping videotape. Do you want to watch that? The camera work is really nice. It is. I've seen this dozens of times. It's one of the tapes my siblings and I would fall asleep to. Oh, we could watch something else you've seen less. Well, think of it like this. Do people stop listening to songs once they know the lyrics? No, I like singing along. Good films can be enjoyed countless times the same way. I mean, I guess I kind of agree with that take. But yeah, I mean, but I would counter that a lot of what makes a movie good is the unpredictability of it. And with music, I don't go into music being like, oh God, these lyrics, I hope these lyrics surprise me, dude. No, I just hope it's a good song. You know what I mean? I'm ruminating on this a little much, but this is a very interesting take for me. As somebody who listens to music like literally every second I'm awake, if I'm not working on something. But I'm not that way with movies. Anyway, fair enough. I mean, putting on an album I know front to back is really calming for me. That's true. That I love doing that. I must come off like some hoarder, what with my old clothes, my old tapes. What? No, dude, sheesh. I'm not sitting over here just like casting random aspersions in your direction. I didn't mean to imply you were. So don't worry, okay? Adri kind of had a point about you. And what would that be? That you're like comically tense. How dare she slander me? Although I haven't figured out how to beat the allegations yet. She said I have RBF. She then informed me what that was upon my inquiry. Yeah, I think she ribs people she likes. I won't repeat what RBF stands for, but it means you come off somewhat cold without meaning to. Huh. I'm trying to... What would RBF mean? Oh, resting bitch face. I won't repeat such vile terms. I know what resting bitch face is, Lee. I know that very well, too. The number of times I've been asked in my life, are you okay? I'm fine, dude. I just look mad all the time. I think she just means you should relax a little is all. I am relaxed. I am calm. It's like the more I insist, the less people believe me. And how about you drop your shoulders and stop ripping the skin on your fingers off? Sure, I can do that. And he's right back to it. You're doing it again. Shoot. She is really small. That couch is like a fucking king-size bed. Good morning. Good afternoon. Yeah. This is an interaction I've actually had a lot. Well, barely. It's a little past noon. You slept for 14 hours. Wow. How are you? A little groggy, but fine. Did you go out? Yes, just for some food. I got the big burger. Actually, knowingly, he probably would eat really healthy. That just kind of adds up. And I got you a compatible phone charger as well. Oh, thanks. Got the charger. Are you hungry? Yeah. Okay, give me 1 minute, then I'll make us breakfast at noon. I mean lunch. What? He just kind of stood there for a second, and now he's going upstairs. Whatever. He did say give him a minute. We'll let him do his thing. I'm going to stop being so critical of every move he makes. I should get up and get myself together. So what's the deal with this place? It's charging now. The battery's so low the screen won't turn on. I'm really hungry. Let's see what's in the fridge. No, let's see what's in the oven. He wasn't expecting company. There's 0 dishes in the sink. Couldn't be me. Toaster and dishwasher, both stainless steel. I put my other headphone in and now I can't talk. I have to take it out again. There's a little trash in here. There's a tiny little trash in here. Maybe we can watch more documentaries later. Oh yeah, let's go in this closet. This is neat. What is this little workshop? What? Huh? Looks like a little CRT TV. Some storage containers stacked pretty high in the corner. Pretty standard tool wall. Paint cans, rollers, trays, that kind of stuff. Also, I'm just now realizing that this is a grid-based game. I thought it was weird how Angel was moving, but now it makes sense. Cardboard boxes, they look old. Is there some kind of gym or duffel bag? Okay, well, I've kind of explored the whole 5 square feet in this area. I want to see what's going on back here. This is his backyard? Wow! I don't know what this object is. I don't know what this object is, but I can turn it on. No, let's leave. This is the front door. That's a good way to say I don't want to leave. Bathroom, no shower, so it's a half bath. Toothbrush, but I want to eat first. Oh, right. That was the whole point of what's going on, is she's hungry. I don't want to be rude and barge upstairs. All right, fair enough. Let's get some food. See what we have to work with. Chicken wrap, chicken wrap, chicken wrap, chicken wrap, salad, tortilla, chicken breast. Oh, I was gonna make you something. Please, let me. It's the least I can do. How do you like your eggs? Does pancakes sound good? That's how I like my eggs. Pancakes. I'm usually more of a cereal guy. You don't like cooking? I don't do it much. Well, I do. Where's your flour? After how many years does flour expire? Good question. I guess he doesn't know what the basics are. If you don't have flour in your house, you might want some. How was it? Quite good, thank you. When you said to get the basics, I didn't really know what you meant. You did a good job. I just meant the stuff any kitchen ought to have. That's not any more specific. I just eat the same things daily. Deciding what to eat 3 times a day is a hassle. Mostly prepackaged food. The less preparation beforehand, the fewer dishes after, the better. Those sentences you just said are insane to me, but okay. Doesn't this taste way better? Absolutely, because you made it. Everything I touch turns to a burnt crisp or expires. Well, while I'm here, I will feed us, okay? Okay. Damn, Lee, this is a good deal, dude. Now you don't have to eat Lunchables as a 30-year-old man. I'm not talking about myself. My phone is charged enough, but I'm not getting any bars. That's unfortunate. I think I mentioned to you that reception is spotty. What about internet? I think there's something wrong with the router. Frankly, I use the computer so much at work, I haven't bothered to get it fixed here. Oh, well, I used to do internet provider stuff at my old job. I might know something. Mind if I take a look? That would be fine. It's in the garage. Garage is right next to the kitchen. Tiny little garage. There's a bunch of bulk supplies. I don't see a router here. Oh, there it is. This is a lot of supplies for one guy. I wonder if he's a doomsday prepper. There's a spider in the corner up there. Uh-oh. Angel, get out while you still can. There's a spider. The washer and dryer are out here. Convenient. What? Why are we opening the breaker box? Ugh, this looks ancient. Yep. I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm not going to mess with it right now. Maybe I jumped the gun. I should just check my phone settings and stuff first. Okay. Lee's truck is kind of dirty, but so are the roads around here. It's hard to keep a good truck dirty when you're driving on dirt roads all the time. Any luck? Nah, sorry. I don't know whatever's going on with that. My boss is going to be so mad I didn't call out. But I do feel a lot better having slept and ate. I would imagine. I was really running on empty. I don't regret not going. I'm relieved you didn't. Thank you for coming with me. Can I see upstairs? You can, but I should have mentioned this last night. I've got a bit of taxidermy up there. It might disturb you. Well, now I'm really curious. It's just a little unusual. Is that what you've been all tense about? It's fine. I want to see your bedroom. Let me go look. Okay. Lee, this is a big deal, dude. Uh-oh. Whoa, what the fuck? Lee, why did you install creepy speakers that make annoying noises? I don't like this. I don't like this. Lee? What is with this creepy-ass hallway? I know. Why is the lighting so dim? The sconces just aren't very powerful. I guess this is the taxidermy you were referring to? It's just a big old log. It's a Ginny Hanover, isn't it? Yes, I could cover it or move it if you want. What's a Ginny Hanover? No, it's okay. It's a little creepy, but if you like it. I first saw a Ginny Hanover in a museum when I was 9. I was petrified. I couldn't even believe it was real. It was like something straight out of a nightmare. Damn it, I'm gonna have to look this up. Oh my god! Ew! That sucks. I don't like them. I refused to pass through the room it was displayed in. I was usually an agreeable child, so this offended my mother greatly. She would cite my behavior as the reason for her overdosing on painkillers later that evening. Whoa! I mean, it sounds like projection to me. She was raising 3 small children by herself and pregnant again at the time. Damn, Lee. That sucks to hear. Fuck. This story is a series of, like, painful things to hear. It's not difficult to push someone over the edge when they're constantly teetering there. But I developed a real phobia of this thing. It haunted me for years. I thought it cursed me into trying to get my mother killed. I don't like being irrational, so I got one, and I keep it somewhere I have to see it every day. Kind of like doing your own exposure therapy. In the past, yes, that was the idea. I've made progress with both of my phobias. Oh, there's another one. As I get older, I feel giving into the compulsion to own one may have just been yet another irrational decision. So you keep it around now like, what, out of spite? Maybe. Here's the thing. I'm not scared of the manta ray, which is what this actually is. I'm not scared of the person who salted and carved its corpse. I was scared initially, but punishment for my fear was what created a complex. I think I know what you're saying. You don't have to keep stuff if it's just bothering you, though. I am not afraid of it now. It cannot hurt me. It is the people I care about who can hurt me. Those sorts of social phobias are much harder to overcome. Besides, I prefer this rendition of an angel to the way my birth religion does it. If angels existed, they probably wouldn't look like men and women in white robes. Yeah, at least I hope so. Like, you want to be stuck in this body for eternity? Really? They should hold forms the average human struggles to comprehend. They should strike fear into the hearts of the close-minded. They should inspire awe in those who can appreciate them as they are. Yeah, ethereal or horrifying or both. What's your other phobia? Spiders. I love spiders. They get a bad rap, totally unwarranted. You're right, and I know it, and I'm trying. Lee, do I have good news for you? We have things in common. The brown recluse spider, for example. Being so reclusive your whole genus is named for it is something I can relate to. Yeah, that's like me with the confused beetle. I have very generously allowed a spider to reside in my garage. You may have seen it. Want me to relocate her for you? Please do. Please, God, get rid of it. That's the master bathroom. The bedroom is the other door. I want to check out this bedroom. Pretty cool layout, actually. Fancy. I like your shelves. Thank you. There's not a ton to see, but feel free to look around. This music is very discordant. It feels like it's being put through a tape player with a warbling distortion effect on it. I kind of like it. Okay, they're talking about butterflies. Okay, I should have read all of this. I'm the same way with art. I want to keep it where I can see it. Good thing that was the last fucking text box. There's some minerals in this display case and some books on the top shelf that say DSM. That's pretty normal. The Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. What revision, though, Lee? That's the box set of the DSM-1 through the most recent edition, the DSM-4-TR. What's the TR for? Text revision. Oh, is that when they revised it to take out being gay as a mental disorder? No, that happened between the DSM-2 and the DSM-3. I love, it's so neat when somebody's just like, oh, I know exactly everything about the DSM and all of the revisions. Although the DSM-3 had to be revised in the DSM-3R to remove ego-dystonic homosexuality for good. Ego-dystonic homosexuals being erased yet again. They also took out masochistic personality disorder at the same time. Damn, well, maybe they like being invalidated like that. Maybe so. Damn, this track rules, by the way. I'm really into this piano. Slightly old piano with warbling on it. Come on, dude, that's awesome. Okay, here's the bathroom. Wow, this bathroom's much nicer than the downstairs one. Look at that, you got a separate shower and bath? That's really kind of nice. Big square tub for a big square man. Can I take a bath at some point? Doesn't have to be right now, but yes, just give me a chance to clean it first. It looks spotless, but okay. There's a vent there. The closet doors run floor to ceiling. I wonder if it's a walk-in. You would certainly fit, but I ask that you please not try to. Okay. Alright, well, I've explored your room enough. I don't care anymore. I'm not sure I've been in a 2-story house with only 1 bedroom. That is, yeah, I was wondering the same thing. It's a 1-bedroom, 2-bath. 1 bedroom, 1.5 bath, I guess. I won't bore you with the details, but originally it was different. Yes, okay. Wood and leather office chair. Open drawer, let's snoop around. There's some paper and colored pencils in here. Do you have any other art supplies? I'm afraid not. No, that's okay, but would you mind if I drew for a bit? Oh, that's so cute. I haven't been able to focus in a while, but I kind of feel like I could right now. Not at all. Would it distract you too much if I were here? No, I like talking while I draw. 2 tasks is a good amount of things for my brain. You can talk while you draw? Wow. My attention is better when it's split. Sure, I kind of get that. Do you want to draw with me? Oh, I cannot draw to save my life. Oh, come on. When was the last time you drew? Whenever the last time my grade in class depended on it was? Middle school, maybe? Give it a shot. If you hate it, you don't have to again. Very well. Do you have any clipboards? Plenty at the office, but none here. Would a large book be all right? Yeah, as long as it's hard and flat, I'm not picky. One moment. This game became a lot nicer, actually. Ever since the rooftop scene, I thought the game was just going to be downhill from then, but it's become a lot nicer, and I'm very happy about that. Are you sure you wouldn't prefer to work at my desk? just sit weird when I draw. I have the best leverage with my knees up like this. How about the bed then? Nah, because your headboard is mounted, I just push your mattress away from the wall. Don't worry, I'm comfortable this way. I'm really into whatever processing they did on these piano tracks is really hitting for me. It's convenient that you're left-handed. The way the clinic is set up, it's easier for me to reach and work with people's right arms. Oh, yeah, I'm surprised you noticed. You were writing with your left hand when you filled out the intake form the first week. Otherwise, I would have used the needle on and bandaged your left arm. Since the vein we draw from is right in the crook of the elbow, we try to use the non-dominant arm if possible. God, I hate giving blood, dude. Even thinking about it makes me so... Ugh, I don't like it. I don't even have a problem with needles. It's just... I have so much muscle that all of my veins are hidden. Huh, I guess that's something you would pay attention to then. They tried to fix me in elementary school. Tied my left hand behind my back, slapped it with a ruler if I used it. Fucking hell. That's really kind of fucked up. Then, I don't know, they just got off my back about it at some point. Never explained, never apologized, just gave up. I cannot imagine going through something like that. I mean, I always had more pressing academic problems. I was failing no matter which hand I held my pencil in. But how they handled that kind of feels like an analogy for a lot of the help I got in school. You gotta move your hand to draw something, Lee. What should my subject be? Whatever you want, that's the whole point. Anything you want to see, anything your heart desires. And what is that for you? I mostly draw animals. I wish I had been born as something else, something wild. I'd feel so much better as, I don't know, a bee working hard with other bees to build our shared hive and raise our young. That's a really specific thing. Or as a rabbit foraging in winter to feed the babies in our burrow. Even if I didn't live long, at least I'd live knowing what I was supposed to do. That's a heavy statement. I'd be a part of a larger system of others instinctively on the same page as me. Not like now. I'm not cut out for single-family, single-car, 8-lane freeway life. It feels like I'm not cut out for being human at all. Whew. When I think about other ways of existing, I just feel this inner sense of peace. When I think of my body and my brain being configured differently, having instincts that help me thrive instead of whatever self-sabotaging garbage my mind is doing to me now. Sorry, I'm just rambling. No, you answered my question very well. Yeah, that was a very thorough answer. May I see what you drew? Sure. I'm not a furry, after all, but this is cute. And pretty well done, actually. These are quite good. I'm just doodling. Is that one you? It could be. Is that one me? It could be. Everything I draw could equally be me, the artist, and you, the viewer. But yeah, you could say it's you. Have you tried to sell your art? A little bit. I can't stay organized enough to do business stuff by myself. Let me see yours. Oh, I want to see this. I really cannot draw. Come on, I showed you mine. Fair's fair. He drew his shrimps. I love it. That is so cool, dude. Oh my god. I told you. I cannot see pictures in my head. Can I keep this? I can't imagine why you would want to. It's really cute. It's cute? I mean, you barely draw. That makes this super rare. And you made it. It's special for that alone. Well, I can kind of understand that angle, okay? I want yours then too, if that's on the table. It's in my lap, actually. But yes, you can have it. Thanks for humoring me. I won't make you do it again. And no, if you enjoy it, I'm open to it. It's impressive to watch you work so quickly. Dude, that's so frustrating too, because it's like, she clearly has a lot of skill and talent. Both. Not just one or the other. But she's, fuck it. Whatever, shut up. Just play the game. And sorry for laughing at your shrimps. I like them. I like the shrimps too. I don't mind. I thought Lee was kind of a weird guy at first. I think what's still in my head is the whole working on Friday thing. Everything else he did, everything else he said doesn't seem weird to me, but I'm still stuck on that you don't normally work on Fridays thing, unless Angel said something and I can't fucking remember. Editor, please let me know. Please put it in the video so everyone's on the same page. It gets dark pretty early, huh? What time even is it? You only get a few hours of daylight if you sleep until noon, but you clearly needed it. I think the exhaustion has been building up for some time. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more insane going into work right now feels. Like maybe I finally found the amount of psychological torture I'm willing to endure for minimum wage after all. Why don't you stay one more night? When was the last time you had a real weekend off? No idea. I've always done jobs where working weekends was a given. Would that be all right? You don't mind? Please stay, it would be my pleasure. Okay, yeah, screw it. I don't want to think about what happened. One more night of forgetting sounds good. I don't know why I'm so tired. Please, just take it easy. You've been through a lot. I'll be right upstairs. If you need anything at all, let me know, okay? Okay. Good night. Good night, Angel. Oh, she's up. Where's she headed? Probably to Lee's room. Yeah. Angel? What is it? Yeah, I knew it. I want to sleep in here. Oh, of course. Let me gather my things and I'll get out of... No, stay right there. Don't go. Don't move. Okay. She's starfished up, dude. Good morning. Good morning. I guess I moved a little bit in my sleep, sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and bet that Lee didn't sleep at all. No problem. You're really warm. With a resting temperature like yours, I'm not surprised you're cold. But kicking the sheets off probably doesn't help either. I know, especially my hands and feet get like ice. They really do. Sorry. Just shove me away next time, okay? I was instructed not to move. Oh, I didn't mean literally. I did sleep really well, though. And there's nothing to be sorry for. Are you hungry? You don't have to get up yet. I could bring you something. No, I can do it. Let me do it. House guests shouldn't have to cook their own food. I like cooking. You don't. Seems pretty straightforward to me. Especially if you'll do the dishes after. Of course. There you go. Easiest decision ever. Sometimes I don't cook at home just because it sucks doing dishes at my job and then doing more at home. What do you do instead then? Not eat? Yeah, that's not acceptable. Well, or eat like snacks or something. I want to feed other people good food. That's very generous of you. Not really, it's just easier and more fun to cook when it's not for yourself. And that is something a generous person would say. I'm not just saying it, it's true. You're proving my point here. Let's do it then, shall we? Yeah. I'm liking this game a lot. More than I thought I would. Still nothing. I didn't even step foot outside yesterday. I could use a little fresh air. You're free to check out the yard if you want. Yeah, maybe I will. It's kind of in disrepair. I'd like to put up a shed, a bench, things like that. The property line is demarcated with a picket fence. You can't miss it. Got it. It's a bit desolate. It's only rained once this past month. The cold, dry season has been rough. It's nicer in the spring. Do you like hiking? Yeah, but not by myself. I don't really care about summiting or anything. And it's not like there are many trailheads you can get to by bus. But my school had a plein air class we went out in nature for. And I loved that. It was one of my favorite courses I took. I don't know if I've been to any of the mountains you can see from here, though. It is cool that you can see the mountains. They look familiar, but I'm kind of bad at directions. I've hiked that whole range. The good thing about droughts is the trails don't close for mudslides. Is there just like that standing water there all year round? Well, it was advertised to me as a pond, and it is sometimes. It brings animals when the weather is warmer, too. Hares, squirrels, deer, skunks, tadpoles, and frogs. Aw, man, I wish there were critters out now. Oh, but there are. Oh, my dear angel, but there are. There are? Invertebrates. Would you like to see? Are they big enough to see? My vision's not great. I've got a handheld microscope in the storage closet. Would you care to go take a look? Yeah, sure. We're gonna look at microscopic organisms, Lee. All right. Whatever you say. I'll just grab a coat, then I'm ready. Oh yeah, let me get my shoes. Lee has his gun. I'm coming, just 1 second. Take your time. Are you all right with no jacket? If it's just for a bit, it's fine. Oh, I see. They're looking specifically in the water. So how does it work? Let me show you. You just flip open the screen here. And turn it on. You don't need slides or anything? No, it's not very powerful or precise, but with a steady hand you can see all sorts of things. Like the gray screen. The water's pretty murky. The light should turn on momentarily. Whoa! There's something right off the bat. I believe those are dormant mosquito larvae on the right. Come spring, they'll be a real nuisance. Kill them. What about that thing on the left? That I don't recognize. Looks like a little caterpillar. Its rings are quite striking. Can you move it around? Of course. Here's a pond snail. Yes, they show up reliably no matter how shallow the pond. Look at the guy on the right. He's got cartoon eyes. Some of the tiniest, simplest creatures seem to develop eyes before much else. Eyes form very early on in embryonic development as well. Yeah, it's cute when they're just basic shapes and big googly eyes. I'll move it again if you don't mind. Yeah, do it. Huh, that yellower one looks like a sea monkey. Brine shrimp, yes. Those ones look a little different than the ones I use as feed for the office aquarium, though. Maybe the salinity makes a difference? Because this is fresh water and that's salt water? That could be. They're real opportunists. They show up in the most ephemeral of ponds. I found them a bit spooky looking as a child, or at least not what I was expecting based on the packaging they came in. Me too, but I think kids kind of like being scared like that, you know? And it's good to get used to seeing things with lots of legs. It's true, the line between fear and fascination is thin at that age. Let's see if there's anything else. Wow. There's just more and more. The bottom right is a leech of some kind, if I recall. The big one is a diving beetle, I think? They swim backwards. Look at that purple one. What is that? I wish I could tell you. It's beautiful. This is so cool. I didn't know there would be so much variety. This is nothing. You should see the pond when summer is in swing. I would love to. Kind of chilly now. I'm also kind of gross because I didn't shower yesterday. Would you care to take one now? Or a bath, either is fine by me. Ooh, yeah, I want to take a bath. I'll fetch you a towel. And if you give me those clothes, I can at least start washing them while you're in there. Sweet, thanks. Okay, so this is kind of cool, but I don't really see where this is going at this point. Like, are we just going to watch their life now? Are we going to watch their life play out? Angel, it's me. Come in. Oh, I thought you would be decent. Decent? What's up? I just, well, wow, he's easily flustered. Want to join me? You mean bathe together? Yeah. Premaritally? What? Just kidding, I didn't say that. That was a joke. Which one is it? Well. Oh, why are you making me choose? I think the more titillating response is I'm serious. Come on, get in. Is there enough room? I'm not sure. Of course you would fit. This thing is huge. I guess we're doing this. I guess this is happening now. If it's okay, then yeah, it's okay. That's why I invited you. Okay, I will come in now then. He's walking backwards still. Okay. Jesus Christly. It's been a very long time since I did this. Yeah, I haven't since my parents would bathe me with my siblings as kids. Boiling the water and filling the bath was such a production. Boiling the water? I remember being 5 years old, 4 of us in a tub, total chaos. There'd be more water on the floor than anywhere else by the end. You can remember that far back? Uh-huh. That's impressive. The farthest back my memories go is 9 or so. Yeah, mine too. For real? For the most part, yes. 5th grade. My short-term memory is bad, but long-term is good, I guess. You're lucky to have a big tub like this. My apartment only has a shower. It is nice. A decent bath was one of the few non-negotiable things during my housing search. You are really determined to not look at me, aren't you? I don't want to be improper. So it's proper to get naked as long as you don't make eye contact, huh? That's... well... I'm just teasing you. You're making it too easy. I'm gonna rinse my hair and get out. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you, he says. Dude, I haven't played games upside down like that in so long, and now that's the only thing I want to do, and I don't want to think about anything else or even finish this video until I've done that. Where's my N64? This is such a cool view. It reminds me of my childhood home. Except there's far fewer trees in this version. Are you sure you wouldn't rather have the room to yourself? I don't like being alone. I want to share a bed with you. Premaritally. I really wish you would forget I said that. It's not gonna happen, dude. You're gonna have to deal with that one forever. Sorry, no can do. I just feel like I'm imposing. You've got some crazy ideas about who is imposing on who here. I don't know how he could possibly feel as though he's imposing. She's being very straightforward with you. You seem nervous. I don't usually do this sort of thing. And what sort of thing is that? Be this close to a person. Well, what if we're just having a sleepover? Can't say I've done that either. Like, ever? We weren't allowed to have company over. It's a weird rule. Wow. But what about college? What about since you started working? Like I said, I moved out last year. I know it sounds ridiculous. Some parts of my life are. The last thing I want to do is make you feel uncomfortable. Or make you feel like I expect something to happen. What if I want something to happen? It's just with what you've been through. Ugh. I don't want to read some of these lines. How long after getting assaulted am I allowed to want stuff to happen? Angel, you're the mental health professional. You tell me. Do I not feel bad enough? Am I acting too normal? Am I moving on too quickly? Do I seem unreliable? Am I not acting like a real victim would? How bad should it hurt? If I kill myself, would anyone believe me then? Whew. Angel, I believe you. I've never doubted you for a second. You haven't done anything wrong. I don't want to be treated different because of it. That makes sense. It was wrong of me to say something so presumptuous. I'm sorry. Your pulse is about 75. Would you take a few deep breaths for me? I wish I could just hit people with their own pulse rate when they're stressed out. I assure you I normally cannot do that. I'd take yours if I knew how. Just grab them by the neck and squeeze really hard. It's really pounding. I wouldn't have guessed. This is the effect you being this close has on me. Whoa, what just happened? Well, okay, that angle just freaked me out for a second. I'm not too heavy, am I? You're very light. Then I'll listen to your heart until it slows down. That could take some time. But we have all night. Yeah, we do. Hi, she says. Good morning. Did you sleep all right? I slept great. What time is it? I'm not sure. I would guess 8 o'clock. I could get up and find out. Do you not keep your phone on you? I feel like I haven't seen you check it once. It's in my coat. It's just a little work-issued flip phone. Oh, so just texts and calls? You can play Snake on it. Wow. Hey, now, that was very innovative at the turn of the century. When they switched from pagers to phones in the psych ward where I did my hours, it was a big deal. Oh, yeah, because this takes place 2004? 2005? I guess. Yeah. You're like a radiator. Should I move away? No, I'm just really cold and you're really warm. You can sleep longer if you like. No, I think I'll get up. Wait, what day is it? Isn't the weekend over? Don't you have to work? I'm terribly ill today. I couldn't possibly go in. Can't you tell? Ooh, yeah, seems bad. I have plenty of sick time accumulated. I put in notice on Friday that I'd be out. They can bring in locum staff to cover me. Although they never care for the aquarium properly, no matter how detailed my instructions are. Lee, you really don't have to take time off just to keep me company. It's probably about time for me to be getting back to reality anyway. How do you mean? You know, going back to my apartment and going back to work. If I even have a job to go back to. No calling, no showing for 3 days or 4 days. Well, I guess I'll find out if they fired me. If they did, I'll have to start looking for something new. You seem to be taking that idea rather well. I mean, what choice do I have? I kind of dug my own grave at this point. But I've been having a good time with you. It was nice to get away and forget about everything. Why not stay a few more days? It's no trouble. Thanks, but I miss my stuff. I miss having internet. I don't miss my roommates, but I miss my roommates' cats. You know? We can pick up your stuff. We can fix the internet. We could get, cat. What was that? You mumbled a little. Nothing. Can you stay a little while longer? Just a few more hours. Sure, I guess, whenever's convenient for you. There's some truck maintenance I neglected to do this weekend. I'd rather do that while there's daylight. Okay. Truck maintenance. I don't know what he's talking about. Breakfast can wait, I guess. I want to check the time on my phone and see if I have any bars yet. Wow, I think this is the first time I've controlled Angel in a long time. Still zero reception. It could just be my carrier, I guess. I've been complaining about the internet, but maybe I gave up on fixing it too quickly. I should take another look at it. It was out in the garage. I don't see Lee here working on his truck. Lee? He's not out here. That's weird. Well, the router's on the wall anyway. Let's take a look. It's just weird. I don't recognize any of this. This isn't even a router, it's a modem, I'm almost certain. I don't think I was misled, I just don't think Lee knows or cares. Let me think about it. If this is the modem, then the router's somewhere else. You usually put it somewhere centrally where it can reach most of the house. We just steal internet at my apartment, but at my mom's place, the router was in the master bedroom. Okay, I'll look in on the bedroom for a wall plate with a cable port or something like that. That might get me headed in the right direction at least. Solving the internet problems. Let's see. I don't see anything, but I also can't see the walls. Most of the walls are obscured from my vision. Okay, I don't see any ports on the walls in plain sight. Let's look behind stuff. Okay. The shutters wouldn't have cable ports. I do see a regular outlet for the lamps on the back wall. Oh, there is actually a port-shaped hole in the wall back here. It's just a hole, though. I do see a cable in there. Let's see which way it runs. Oh, is that rope? It's just some switch? It's a switch. Oh, it's a switch. I see it now. What is this for? I'll press it. What was that click? It kind of sounded like something unlatched. Save? It wants me to save. The bookcase is a little ajar, and it's like there's light seeping out from behind it. Hidden room? I fucking knew it. Ew, dude. He has the gum and the bloody napkin in a jar, and there's her schedule on the wall. Wednesday, Friday are the days that she like never works. I guess. What are those pictures? And what is that voodoo doll? What? What is this? What am I looking at? Huh? Huh? What? I didn't plan on you coming here when you did. I was gonna take this down before you found it, but I was nervous you'd catch me because the latch is loud, so I couldn't. I didn't mean for you to see it. What should I do? Is it... What? What's the reasonable thing to do? You already slept with him. You've been living in his house for days. Oh my god, what the fuck? I think the reasonable thing here is... Let's go with reject first. Because I feel like gut instinct, that's the right move. So you've been following me, tracking my movements, photographing me, stealing my jacket and lying to my face about it. That might bother me the most. Then luring me back here after I told you something really personal. Why, Lee? Lee, I'll be honest with you. It is really disturbing that you've been able to act like everything is normal. Like, I know I'm dense, I know I'm not as aware of my surroundings as I should be, but I just chalked your nerves up to, I don't know, believing you actually liked me as a person, which was stupid of me. I do like you. I do. No, this is not how you treat a person you like. When you like somebody, you treat them with respect. This just sucks. Why? Why does this keep happening to me? That's what I was afraid of. There must be something really wrong with me to attract someone like you. Angel, no, that's not true. You didn't do... I'm sorry. I liked you. I made that obvious. I thought maybe Just maybe. Forget it. Well, you're stupid for going somewhere alone with a guy again. I mean, you're kind of asking for something bad to happen. Alright, I mean, I did imply this a little bit, but I wasn't passing judgment on her. I was passing judgment on the writing. That's what you've been thinking, right? Isn't that kind of evil? It's my fault if people take advantage of me when I give them a chance. I can't accept that. I need more love and understanding in my life than that. I don't deserve to be treated like this for trusting people. Wow, there's a lot of really profound, like, healthy things she's saying for some reason. In this situation, of all things. I'm leaving. Angel, wait. No. Hold on, let me drive you. I'll walk. There's no bus stop for miles. You'll be walking for hours. Fine, I've done it before. Wait. Just give me 30 minutes and then I'll drive you home. Please, just a little longer. Please, it could rain. Please. Fine. Thank you. Stay right here. Don't go anywhere. Just look at the weird shrine that I made. Just stay right here. Where are you? Calm down. I just want my jacket back. Oh, of course. Yeah. I will wash it first. No, thank you. I just want it back now. I'm going to wash it and then you can have it. I would say that's weird behavior, but I feel like that's just an unnecessary statement at this point. I just want to get out of here. I'm going to keep looking for the router. You are? I don't know where he went. I should hurry. I sort of wrote it off earlier, but maybe the closet is worth checking after all. You're still on the router thing? Why would that even matter? Like, why would that matter at all at this point? It's like a cavern in there. I can tell my phone screen's not going to cut it. I've definitely seen a flashlight somewhere. Where was it? You saw a flashlight? I didn't see a flashlight. Alright. I think I'm going to check the, I guess we're just doing this after that reveal. I'm going to check down here. Flashlight wasn't on the tool wall. Didn't see it. Flashlight wasn't with this stuff. I really don't get why we would still be doing this. Flashlight wasn't in the drawers. Probably in the garage, I would imagine. Oh, the washer's going. My jacket's in there. Why was Lee so insistent on washing it? Oh, no. It's wet and soapy. No way. And what are these crusty white stains? Bro. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? There it is. We got the flashlight. Kind of weird I haven't seen Lee, actually. Whatever, I should hurry upstairs. I don't have any words. I'm kind of confused. I somehow made it back without running into him. Okay, let's check the closet out. This kind of sucks. I can't imagine how the acceptance ending is going to be any better. This situation just fucking sucks. Is that it? Seems like it. I'm going in. Who builds a fucking shrine? That's so weird. Doesn't really look like a router. It's not even plugged into anything. But whatever it is, it's on. Wait, what is that then? If it's not plugged into anything, it can't be a router, right? I'll try turning it off, waiting for a bit, and turning it back on. Okay, it's off. Just in case, let me check. No fucking way. Is that like a signal blocker? What? Dude, the weird shit just keeps piling up. What? I have reception now. He was fucking signal jamming his own house? Let me see. It's loading. Yeah, I know what that's like. Huh? I was gone for 3 whole days, and not a single person reached out to me? Phew. Ooh, she's taking that really hard. Everything else has been acceptable, I guess. This is her breaking point. Really? Am I really that alone? What's with this hole? What the fuck do you mean there's more? Oh no. No, 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 no. I heard a noise. He might be coming. Well, you took the jacket out of the washer, which is kind of weird. I mean, I guess I get why she wants her jacket back, but this staircase seems weirdly long. There's one flight, and then there's a second flight past the corner. Yeah, I see that. Does it go underground? I guess it must. I'm going down. There's a person. That's my coworker. The one who... Brandon? Hey, are you? He's not moving. No. No. What is happening? Uh-oh. He's coming. I don't know if there's anywhere to hide. What do I do? Yeah, there he is. I told you to stay put. I wouldn't ask you to do something without good reason. I wouldn't do that to you. Well, that's okay. I was keeping things from you too. Things like... I told you I wanted more than anything to be a doctor as a kid, but that wasn't the truth. The thing I have most consistently wanted since I was a child is to be dead. Everything since then has been delay tactics, procrastination, excuses, a wait-and-see approach. This house was so cheap because the previous owner fell into that wall cavity back there from the second floor. He rotted for weeks and left a biohazard so massive, the entire left face of the home was torn down and pushed in. It wasn't apparent what he'd been doing in the walls. Turns out he'd been digging. When I found his unfinished work here, I thought, oh, we had the same idea. This is the perfect hole to crawl in and die. What are you talking about? But after I met you, I thought maybe I was wrong. Maybe waiting and seeing was worth it. And then when you told me what happened to you, I knew there was no mistake. Someone was meant to die here. Not me. Him. I never even told you his name. How? I'll tell you. It's because I've been stalking you and I know everything about you. Okay, I'm gonna head out. Alright, see you tomorrow. Can't I just go out the back? My car's right there. It's already locked up. Use the front. Fine, fine. Be quiet or I'll shoot. Huh? 1, 2. Wow, they're gonna show us what happened. Jesus. I knew it. That wasn't even a gun. No, just a drill with the bit removed. Not very convincing, but it bought me a few seconds anyway. Bullshit. You may know why you're here. Not a goddamn clue, man. I feel like shit. What did you do? This is about Angel. Angel? Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, but you do. You got the wrong guy. No, I don't. You were the only front-of-house male staff at Wang's Kitchen and Bakery 2 Wednesday evenings ago. Do you speak Spanish? No. You do not. No, I swear I don't. It's you then. I'm telling you, I don't know any angels, and I don't know you. Fine, commit any sex offenses lately? No. Oh. Is this about Sandra? Lately? I haven't seen her in like 6 months. She quit a long time ago. Explain. Explain yourself. Okay, calm down, Jesus. We got drunk, hooked up, and then she decided she regretted it later. She got a good lawyer and got me put on probation. End of story. Wow, poor Brandon. So you have a prior conviction for sexual assault. It was all bullshit. She just made shit up because, I don't know, she's crazy. Okay, we're not talking about 6 months ago. Let's try this a different way. Did you have relations with anyone in the past 2 weeks? Past 2 weeks? 2 or 3 people probably? Yeah, 2, yes. Who? Think hard. Wait, you mean Angela? This is about her? Your current co-worker, 5 feet tall, colored hair. Yeah, Angela. Are you fucking kidding me? Come on, man. If you could give me your insurance card as well? Oh, geez, do I have it here? Oh. The A in Angela was cut off? That's not that different of a name. Right, we already saw that scene, of course. I mean, that is a different name, but it's effectively the same. I don't know what lies she fed you, but she never said no or stop or nothing. What the hell's actually going on? How are you waving drills around and tying me up and shit over a girl whose name you don't even pronounce right? She didn't tell me she had a boyfriend or nothing either, okay? Doesn't matter. Nothing you've said has changed my mind in the slightest. I'm just a guy who happens to get convicted for sexual assault all the time, and it's always the women's fault. There's nothing wrong with me. I was going to see if you can transorbitably lobotomize a person with a drill. Huh? I thought I might want to experiment. Maybe a total glossectomy or the human equivalent of debarking. Something along those lines for that disgusting mouth of yours. Whoa. It's not often you get the chance to dissect a living person, with no anesthesia at that. Hey, hold on. But I don't even want to touch you. You disgust me. Oh, does he, Lee? Let's do this instead. Pick a letter, C, T, or L. What? Do it and I'll let you go. T, obviously. Now pick a number between 1 and 12. 11. T11. Great. That's the thoracic vertebrae I'm going to drill into your spinal cord above. What? Then I'll unbind you and you'll be free to escape. Good luck making it up the stairs with a detached spinal cord. No. Although there is plenty in your system to kill you without medical intervention. No. You're free to try. I will kick you back down the stairs if you make it to the top. No. No was never a choice that was going to be afforded to you. You will spend your last hours immobilized, helpless, and in a great deal of pain. Let's begin. When? Thursday, the day after you didn't show up for your appointment. Why? We just started spending time together. You hardly know anything about me. You're Angel Martinez. Your legal documents say something slightly different, but you haven't told your coworkers that. Others have responded poorly, so you've given up on trying to change names with people who already knew you. It's easier to let it go than to deal with how they might react. Your birth date is February 9th, 1987, the year of the rabbit. You work at a Korean restaurant 4 to 6 days a week. The front of house staff are mostly women, and the kitchen staff are all men. Despite covering shifts in both, you don't feel particularly welcome or like you fit in with either group. But you like handwriting the signage, you enjoy decorating pastries, you're a great baker. You attended art school for about 1.5 years before withdrawing. You never wanted to go, but you felt pressured into it as a first-generation college student. Still, you're an art history buff. There's an expansive gallery of paintings in your mind, labels included. After leaving school, you moved in with 2 roommates who are dating each other. You feel like a third wheel and unwelcome in your own home. You're a middle child like me, second born. Your mother doesn't speak English well. You often had to translate for her as a child, but you're not confident in your abilities and would rather not have to do it. You love animals, especially rodents. You love insects too. You have a small but loyal following online for your artwork, which is quite good, by the way. I didn't realize that the drawings were hers. I didn't realize that was her account. That makes more sense. You're adaptable, you're resilient, and you are very strong in ways you may not always be aware of. That's what I know. It's not much. I badly want to know more. And I can explain how I think we can get out of this, if you'll let me. But I feel like I know what you're going to say. Lee, why do you think... Well, in what universe, man? I can't trust you. As much as I wanted to, I can't. You've lied too many times about too many things. I can't believe you when you say you've gone through this. You've thought this through enough to get away with it. You stalked me obsessively for weeks. You abducted and killed a stranger over someone you just started getting to actually know. These aren't the actions of a level-headed guy who's going to cover up a murder plot successfully. You're not wrong. I'm not infallible. I know my actions seem imbalanced. Some of them are. But even still, it would be in your best interest to cooperate with me. You are heavily implicated in this. The timing of your and his disappearances. You restored cell service to your phone, so now it has been pinged at a tower nearby. In other words, your phone was near the body just days after its expiration. I don't care. I won't do things your way. I'm not helping you out of this insane trap you laid. You think you can just get rid of your problems even if that problem is a human being? And here I am, becoming a problem to you. So what are you gonna do? Angel, what are you going to do? What is your plan? Go back to your job? Go back to your apartment? Will you go to the authorities, or will they come to you? How do you think that's gonna go? Your version of events will not withstand interrogation. They will charge you. I just don't think that's true, Lee. So I won't say anything without a lawyer, I guess. Listen to me. Public defender or not, they will pin you. Sorry, Angel, you're already being interrogated. And no lawyer's gonna help you here. What sort of believable timeline could you present to them? You didn't even know what day it was this morning. That's true, there's a lot I wasn't paying attention to. This is not true. Like, this shit is just not true, though. Lee's very good at gaslighting her. Because I trusted you while you were deliberately blinding me. She might not fall for it, though. Angel, please. I need you to work with me. We can still get out of this. Give me a chance. No. There's no need to bury yourself alive just to put me in the ground. I said no. The very least you can do is stop when I say no. If you can't handle that, you aren't any better than the guy you killed. If, for any reason, we are interviewed and our stories aren't consistent, there's no way we will avoid prosecution. If we can't agree on a narrative, I can't help you get out of this. I don't want your help. I also don't see how Angel is implicated in this. I really, truly don't. You shouldn't have gotten me into this in the first place. I know. I don't buy that narrative that Lee is presenting. I'm leaving. I'm getting out of here. Will you stop me? No. I can see it. I can see how the rest of my life will go. I've known it as far back as I can remember. I am bad. What are you doing? I always felt safe standing in the corner. You can't get in more trouble if you're already there. You should go in the next 10 seconds. I want to see what happens. 1, 2. That's what I thought. So, time to wipe prints. I think this shrine here is going to be a really good indicator. I feel like Angel's going to be questioned no matter what, but I feel like also at the same time, it's very clear that she was not responsible for this. So, let's get out of here. There's obviously stuff linking me to the crime scene here. Some of it makes me look involved, some of it makes me look like I don't know. How am I supposed to convince everyone I'm innocent? I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I don't even know where to start. But I do know I can't believe the reality Lee was feeding me anyway. Why is she so level-headed? She's so level-headed in this situation. I didn't do anything wrong. I have to believe that will be enough to get me out of this in the end. It's gonna be tough, Angel. Now that the actual perpetrator is dead, I think it just became a lot harder. somehow. What the fuck, dude? I was so into this house, too. I was like, this is awesome. This is cozy. This is a fun story. Oh, this shit sucks. Oh, my God. And that's ending 1, I guess. Maybe I'll come back later and do another ending, but that was a lot to digest. Where did Angel go? Okay, yeah, let's check out the other endings, or ending, however many there are. Alright, well, I'm back. I stepped away for a while, took a break. Because there are 2 endings in this game, I wanted to get the other one, so we're gonna go back, and we're gonna grab that ending. I contemplated not going for it, but I'm too curious to see what's going to happen. I would love to see how this turns into an acceptance type of thing. So let's get to it. Okay. You know, on one hand, I can appreciate when a game is just like, these are the 2 endings, you choose them, or you choose this one or that one, and then you get the other ending. That's one choice. So we're going to accept and just see what happens. I'm just so curious. Lee. I think you're really lonely. I mean, you moved out to the middle of nowhere by yourself. I haven't heard you mention any friends. Things get weird when you isolate yourself that much. I would know. Sometimes you talk like your life is as good as over. But if your life is over, where does that leave me? A broke dropout loser making minimum wage with no skills, no prospects, nothing. How am I supposed to live with myself? Angel. It's like you're trying to convince yourself you're a creep. But I don't know. It feels like you just want to know me. You aren't disgusted by me? It's strange. It's desperate behavior, but I feel desperate sometimes too. I really do. I just keep it in my brain, or I draw it. That's how I get it out of me. This is an outlet of sorts, too. I mean, the doll? Come on. You know those dolls? The ones you stick with pins to hurt the person they look like? Uh-huh. As kids, my sister and I made dolls of each other like that, but to be nice to them. When we were too afraid to leave our rooms, I would treat hers kindly. I imagined her doing the same. It was a great comfort to me, so I made you one after you told me what happened to you. Oh yeah? There's no real effect, obviously, but it felt real as a kid. That's kind of sweet. The schedule says works 2nd and 4th Sundays, 1st and 3rd Saturdays. Even I didn't know that. Nobody's ever taken this much interest in me in my entire life. Which is why I'm worried you're expecting way more from me than I have to offer. I'm really not worth obsessing over, like, at all. Your company is more than I ever expected. You don't need to worry about expectations. I already know how I feel. I have looked at the facts, I have gathered the evidence, and I have decided. I like you. I really like you. I look at you and I feel like there's actually a future. I've never felt like that before. I want to take care of you. I want to keep you safe. I think I can do it, if you'll let me. You come on really strong, really fastly. But if you can just calm down a little, I think this could still work. Whatever it takes, I will do it. Okay, well, that is not calming down. But I think your heart is in the right place. I like you too. At least most of what I've seen so far. I've enjoyed hanging out with you. You've been nice to me. If you just treat me like a normal person from here on out, this doesn't have to be a deal breaker. Thank you. I'm so relieved. You really are like an angel. Come on. That's not even me reading. That's just me narrating as my own thoughts. What's wrong? You still seem worried. Oh, it's the dead body also. This has just turned out so much better than I thought it would. I have to think this through. Maybe things will be okay. Of course they will be. Sheesh. I got a little bit sweaty. Could I take a shower? Yeah, you do that. It might help you relax a little, too. Can you stay here? Don't go anywhere. All right, on one condition, though. Yes? Calm down. I just want my jacket back. Oh, yes, of course. I will wash it first. Nah, it's fine. I barely washed it myself. I've missed it. I want to put it on. I am going to wash it, and then you can have it. So we're still doing this. Well, I made my decision. I don't regret it. But it would be stupid for me to not have a plan B in case I need it. So I'm going to keep looking for the router. Huh. Okay. He's in the shower. I should hurry. I mean, cool. I'm on board with this. Let's see what happens. I sort of wrote it off earlier, but maybe the closet is worth checking after all. We already saw this dialogue. So I guess what's going to be different here is jumping to the whole dead body thing. So now, Angel has already accepted Lee's crazy fucking weird shrine thing, which I already find wholly and entirely unbelievable. And now we have to get through this somehow. So I can accept this time. Last time we were only able to reject, now I can accept it. And let's see how this plays out. I'm scared. I am scared right now. But I don't think you're going to hurt me. Just, even now I don't freeze up when I'm with you. You would have hurt me by now if you were going to. Yes, you understand. I didn't want this. I didn't ask for this. I said I regretted telling you what happened to me. You acted against my will after I made it clear to you what I wanted. Does any of this sound familiar? It does, I know. But maybe it's better this way. I think he would do it again in the future. Hurt people. He'd done it in the past, I overheard him telling one of the servers. He kept trying to downplay it like, oh, she had a good lawyer. Just like what you said. You didn't know that though, did you? Before. I did not. So you were just getting revenge. You didn't want to leave your job. You made a good point that you shouldn't have to. I decided to prevent him from causing you future harm, permanently. Okay, but you've screwed me over for life, right? There's no way I'm not implicated in this now. In this context where she's agreeable to everything, I can kind of agree with that a little more, but I still have a hard time really truly buying it entirely. Again, that's something we'll talk about when we recap. I agree it would have been far better if you had never seen this. He died early Friday morning. I had planned to get the supplies to conceal his body after work. Why not get them before? It was short-sighted of me. When you didn't show up on Wednesday, I worried. I wanted to act sooner than later. I had no idea you'd come on Friday. So you were gonna do it even if I never came back? Correct.
Oh, Lee, that's so romantic.
Your phone dying on the ride over here was a blessing. I installed the cell jammer before you plugged your phone into charge. It meant no cell towers could ping your phone for days. So that's what that thing was in the closet. I turned it off though. And what happened? Nothing. 0 messages, 0 calls. Isn't that bad? Like, really bad? Dozens of missed calls would have been far worse. But like, why didn't my work call or text me? What does that mean? It could mean the police advised your workplace not to contact you. Or it could mean you work in food service where turnover rates are high and people cold quit all the time. Why haven't my roommates asked me where I am? It could mean detectives are combing your room as we speak. Okay, Lee. I just don't buy this concept of Angel being under heavy investigation all of a sudden. You know? I really don't buy it. Or it could mean your roommates are relieved to have the place to themselves. So you don't know. You don't know anything. I knew you paid your rent for the month shortly before coming with me, so they were less likely to mind your absence. Remember how I've been stalking you? Here's what else I know. Missing person investigations like this are very time sensitive. They aren't particularly high priority for adult men either. We've already made it 3 days since I pronounced time of death. That's promising. I just couldn't leave to get the materials to hide the body with you here. You would have had questions. And what are those materials? Concrete mix, gravel, tarp, a wheelbarrow, a couple tools, everything that seems like it might actually hide a dead body but really just makes you look guilty. I'll bury the body in the evidence and lay a concrete floor over it down here. Like I said, this basement isn't part of the floor plan, so if anybody ever finds it, that means that they'll never be suspicious of anything. It is much safer to keep everything down here than attempt to move it and spread proof around. I found it awfully easily, though. Only because you flipped that switch in the interstitial place behind the bedroom wall. That unlatched the false back of the closet. It's usually unnoticeable. This house is ridiculous. This house is so silly. Once I seal the entrance up, it will be like none of this ever existed. But our stories need to be completely consistent. We can still get away with this if you are willing to work with me. That I do kind of believe. Has it really been 3 days? The smell is not that bad. This room is like a sealed container and the weather's been cold. It's not conducive to decomposition. Is his car still at the bakery parking lot? Wouldn't that, make it obvious something's wrong? His car is 100 miles east and 30 feet deep in water with the plates removed and the VIN scratched off. How did you manage that, Lee? That's kind of impressive. I can go over minute by minute with you what I did, write it down for your review even, and destroy it after. I probably wouldn't be able to read it. Yeah, because his handwriting sucks. But I do think it's better if I don't give you every detail. It's harder to slip up when questioned if you don't know in the first place. Well, I'm in this deep. There's no way I can navigate out of this by myself. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want you to go to jail, which is all that's going to happen. We're not going to get convicted and go to prison for the rest of our lives. We'll just spend some time in jail. You really think you can do it? I do. I'm counting on you, Lee. Let's cover up a murder. Thank you, Angel. One condition, though. Yes? If we do pull this off, and I do stay in your life, you have to move. Done. I'm not sleeping in a house with a literal skeleton in the closet. That's fine. I don't know how you've been able to. I haven't slept. Oh, well, selling property doesn't happen overnight, but I will make it happen. Right, one thing at a time. And I have another condition, yes? Tell me right now if you are hiding anything else. I am not. I cannot take even one more curveball, no matter how small. I'm serious. You already found the cabinet of your things. That was all I had. Everything else that I hid to not implicate you. I am completely out of things I wanted or needed to conceal from you. You promise? I swear it. How come you're so calm about this when you were so sweaty about the shrine? If you had rejected me when you found that, I would have regretted it. But I don't regret what I did down here. I don't. All right. I'm kind of at your mercy here, and I am at yours. Will you follow me then? Yeah, tell me what to do. Follow me upstairs, I meant. Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Oh, oh, it's so sweet. Oh, what a happy ending. Oh.
All right, let's go into the gray zone. I mean, wouldn't it be better to just fill the entire basement? Oh man, I don't know. That's like a fuckload of cement though, so that's gonna be a little tough to do. Okay, so it looks like they sold the house. No, this is a new house. They sold the house, they got a new one. And it seems as though Angel can't walk anymore, so Lee has to carry her everywhere. And that's the ending of Clinical Trial. It actually seems as though the acceptance ending is the canon ending. Isn't that weird? Wow, this was a very good story. It wasn't much of a game, which I'm fine with. I really do not mind that the gameplay was minimal. I actually kind of prefer that. I really enjoyed just kind of... This is the first time I've ever recorded myself playing an RPG Maker game that's like story-driven. So, with both endings out of the way, let us... You can see them in the background looking at specimens. Bonus? What do you mean bonus? So this is them burying the body. That was kind of neat. All right, epilogue. Let's check that out. And then I guess we'll be done and we can talk about the game. Oh, there's a spider on the wall. I see. I love that room. That's awesome. Well, yeah, it seems like they're happy. You know, all they did was kill somebody and cover up the murder. All right, well, let's get into it then, shall we? I have a lot of thoughts. So we're going to spend a little bit of time sort of recapping the game here. So first of all, I couldn't figure out when the game actually takes place exactly. Angel was born in 1987, and that would mean she's barely 18 if it was actually 2004 or 2005, which doesn't really make sense given the fact that, first of all, her being 18, I mean, that's just a little young for a story like this, I think. But also, she already went through a year of college, and with her history, academically, I'm going to go ahead and say she probably didn't graduate college or graduate high school early to get an early start on college. You know what I mean? Now, another hint that we got as to the actual time frame of the game is the DSM revision. The latest revision was DSM-4 TR. That was the latest revision before the DSM-5, which came out in 2013. So my guess is that this game takes place in the late 2000s. Maybe Angel's in like her early 20s. And that's kind of like where the game is at. That being said, that still feels a little young to me, but you know, it could be any time before 2013. I also thought it was kind of weird how Lee was super particular and deliberate with his whole life, and then he forgot the script when talking to Angel. In hindsight, it kind of makes sense why that might be the case. I mean, a homeboy could have just been nervous and completely forgotten the script, but I don't know. I thought that was weird. I thought it was supposed to be like a red flag, but if anything, it was kind of just like a red herring. It didn't mean anything. It didn't lead anywhere. But that was something I mentioned and I thought was weird, so I wanted to mention it in the recap here. One thing I missed that was pointed out to me was at the end of a part of the appointment, week 6 appointment, Angel left her jacket on the chair in the clinic, and that's when she lost it. We saw her lose it, and that means Lee, you know, that's when Lee took it and busted about 1,000 loads on it. Can I say that? Holy shit, that I can't get over that. We'll talk about that, by the way. I have to drink my iced tea, though. Okay. The other thing that I think was maybe a red herring, or maybe just me being inattentive, was I don't think Angel ever mentioned that she doesn't work on Fridays. So that was kind of a hint that something was off with Lee, I guess. We know now that Lee was stalking her, so it doesn't really matter. I just wanted to follow up on that because I mentioned it. One thing I did love about this game, one of the many things I loved about this story, was how the entire thing takes place in basically 2 locations, the clinic and then Lee's house. This is an underrated tactic, I feel, in storytelling that contributes very heavily to familiarity and comfort and helps immersion, in my opinion. When you're not constantly being exposed to new areas, it's really easy to feel like you're here, you're present, you're experiencing this with them. I hope that makes sense. It's something that I've observed in media time and time again, but could never really pinpoint exactly why I enjoyed it so much. And this game did that well, I think. Now, the one thing that I do feel kind of like a little bit of an asshole about is how I passed judgment on the writing of the game with not believing as though Angel would go with a man to an isolated location after being assaulted 2 times back to back by someone else. I do not have the life experience or the perspective to make that assertion or pass judgment on somebody for their decision making in that context. So I do apologize for that. Luckily, these are fictional characters, but I wanted to make it clear that I don't believe that just because I say something, it has to be right. I think Angel could do whatever the fuck she wanted. And in this case, she chose to go with Lee. That's fine. I just thought it was a little bit of an unbelievable story. And that could be like, I don't know, what do you want to call that? Like male privilege speaking, you know? So I'll take the L on that one and I'll drop that. Another thing I thought was kind of weird was that Angel kept looking for the router after finding the shrine in the rejection ending, which I'll talk about the 2 endings in a minute. At that point, I probably, and I say this, but this is under the premise that I know everything about the game. So in hindsight, I would have just sat on the couch and not looked around anymore after finding the shrine. And I think that's a response that's informed primarily by hindsight and not actual instinct. I feel like I might have snooped around too. I mentioned that it was weird that she kept looking for the router, so I wanted to expand on that concept here in the recap, and there you go. Then there's the pronunciation of Angela's name. I think it's pronounced Angela, but that sounds stupid for me to say that, even though I am Texan. I'm right next to Mexico. I don't speak Spanish. And I guess the whole thing here was Brandon knew her as Angela, and because of social expectations and social pressure, she goes by Angel, which, you know, us English-speaking Americans have no problem saying. One thing that really bummed me out about this story, man, I'm listing these out like I'm writing a 4th grade book report. One thing that I thought was weird, one thing that I liked, one thing that I did not like, I thought it was neat pre-discovery of the shrine and everything, when we were still in La La Land, when we thought everything was good and these were just two people developing a relationship. Angel's drawing of the bunny and the, I think, wolf was just such a clear indicator. It was like the way for her to communicate that she feels safe around Lee. And I thought that was super adorable. I loved that. I loved that. But that also brings me to the point that annoys me, and this is just a personal thing, I guess. I was frustrated with how skilled of an artist Angel was to have to be working menial bullshit jobs when she could have had a creative career instead. And, you know, that was upsetting to me. Hey, what's up? It's future me. I have something else to add that I didn't pick up on, but after talking to a friend about it, she told me that this game has some gender identity undertones. The scene with Lee and Angel drawing together where she's talking about how she wishes she was like a rabbit or something. She was kind of like questioning her place in the world and wondering how she even fits in, and she doesn't feel right. And so people were interpreting that as her questioning her gender, maybe. There are other things in the game as well, like her name change and stuff. I, with all my cis privilege, didn't interpret any of this that way. The name thing I saw as just she was uncomfortable correcting people about it. The whole not fitting in thing, I thought she was referring to all of the trauma in her life, that she fucking doesn't feel normal now, you know? And I never really reached a conclusion with that thought process, but I wanted to acknowledge that. After I talked to her about it and revisited the material myself, I am definitely a little more convinced that that might be what the writer was going for to a degree. And I also didn't know that I agreed at first, but I reviewed the footage and stuff, and it's like, yeah, you know, I can kind of see it. So I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that because I kind of totally glossed over it. I didn't even realize that was going on, which says a lot about me, I guess. But it is what it is. Now let's talk about those endings, because, whoo boy. So I think the canon ending is supposed to be the acceptance ending. I disagree with. I would prefer that the rejection ending is canon because that's the only one that actually makes sense in my mind. But again, similar to me passing judgment on Angel's decision making, I feel as though I'm passing judgment again here from an ivory tower of sorts, of omniscience, if you will, right? Maybe. Because the problem is, with the way the story is set up, with Lee being a weirdo no matter what, Lee fucking sucks, okay? So we have to accept that part. the onus is then on Angel to make the right decisions. So it kind of reflects poorly on her judgment whether she accepts or rejects Lee. And that kind of reframes, in my opinion, the entire rest of the game. Because in the rejection ending, Angel seems really smart. She's very level-headed, she's making good decisions, and it makes it seem as though she's just an innocent victim. In the acceptance ending, it makes her seem way more fucked up. And to a certain degree, I don't think most people really get to that point in their lives that Angel's at, unless they were dealt a bad hand or are fucked up. And from what I could tell, it was the former more for Angel than the latter. But then the acceptance ending kind of makes it seem as though she's just settling. I don't know if I'm articulating any of this properly, but it's a frustrating place to be because there's no satisfying ending. The rejection ending where Lee dies and we don't know what happens to Angel after that is unsatisfying in a way that is believable. When I saw that ending, I thought to myself, this is a decision and a series of events that I could see any reasonable person going through. This is the reaction any normal, reasonable, I would say, not normal, any reasonable person has their wits about them would make. Say, hell no, you're fucking weird. And I don't know, it almost seems indulgent it seems indulgent on Angel's part to sit there and be like, I don't care how weird you are. I need companionship. And I wonder if that's even like a character flaw. Is it? Does it matter? Ultimately, no, because this is a fictional story. But I guess I can't advocate for the murder of... Well, maybe I could. That's a touchy one. I don't know that I want to go there. I don't know that I advocate for murder entirely. But in this instance, it's not like I'm feeling all that bad about it, you know? It's not like my heart is bleeding for Brandon, a serial offender at this point. It's tricky. It's tricky. I wish it was a simpler solution, like... Yeah, Angel's fucked up, but she's fucked up because of circumstance. A lot of her problems, as we learned, were forced on her. It's not like she was born bad. It's not like she was born with a bad brain. But you could also argue that a lot of problems people have are environmental. You know? So, does it matter? I am interested in the acceptance ending being canon because ultimately what it says, unfortunately, it says a lot more about Angel than it does anyone else. It sort of reframes, either she thinks Lee is just different, or because she's so young in her early 20s and has like never had anybody who gave a shit about her, she doesn't know what that's like. So when Lee appears as though he cares, even though he's just an obsessive fucking weirdo loser, she views that as like love. And I think that's a very believable perspective for somebody in Angel's position to have. That is a very believable perspective for Angel to have, being in her early 20s, being mistreated most of her life, and for her to now see, oh, this guy is fucking crazy, but it's just because he's lonely and he cares about me so much. I saw a comment on a video that basically summarized this whole game as, I can fix him the game. Which I think is kind of true. I think both of these characters are very selfish. They're both kind of fucked up. And because it kind of works for them to be together, maybe it's fine. Maybe it's okay. Again, this is not something we need to really deliberate on all that much. It doesn't matter because it's a fictional story, but I find the ultimate conclusion very interesting because that's not how I would have written it, at least. And that's what makes it compelling, is it's not the way I would have told this story. But I've lived through my early 20s, my late teens, early 20s, mid 20s. I've lived through all these periods of time where you meet people, they're weird, they're fucked up, they don't treat you right. And nowadays I know better, and I'm really fucking particular about anybody I keep around. So this was almost like a look back into the past of just allowing people to act any way just because you want attention from somebody. You want to feel as though somebody gives a shit about you. I think it's a very human condition. And I don't really think I'm judging Angel on it all that much now after talking through it. I don't feel like I really blame her. You know, like, what is interesting though is she's clearly very well aware of what's going on, because she even said that she was very unhappy with the whole like killing thing, despite what she went through. And I don't know, it's just so unbelievable to me that anybody would be cool with somebody doing that. But clearly Angel was ultimately. Anyway, I have rambled about this a lot. I hope I wasn't too far off base with anything I said, or too confusing, or just reached the wrong conclusions. I really like stories like this. This was something else, and I'm looking forward to doing more stuff like this in the future.